I forgot like this. Hey guys, this is Moon Magic and Gaming Gurus Live, and we're back again, and this is the 70th edition, and I can't believe it's number 70. We're 30 away from 100, and if I keep stuff straight and I don't upset Tash and I start being good, we'll get to 100. But who knows? If not, can you please vote for yes or no? We don't know. But anyway, as always, I'm joined by the sketchy one, my partner in crime, Tash.
Hello, everybody. What are we voting yes or no for?
I don't know. Whether or not I'm good or bad, I guess. I don't know.
Okay. Well, naughty or nice.
There you go, naughty or nice. I don't know what was going on there. I was trying to say something and then it got all...
Because you were playing with your camera just as it went live. You were like, shit!
Exactly. You know,
I didn't even realise you'd click go.
Yeah, I was like, click go, and then I was like, shit. So, let's ask you the biggest question of all. Because we've had some real big news lately, haven't we? The big question is this. How are you?
I'm apparently still not learning the X-Files mantra of trust no one. No, I'm joking. It's been one of those weeks, I think would be the fair. I've been busy. I've done a couple of videos. I've been editing. I got a couple more trophies. I'm like down to one trophy for the plat for GTA and the Division. So I was so relieved to get that 10 name delete. So I did it all on my own with nobody. Like, I did steal somebody's kill once. So funny. I stood behind this wall and there was somebody working, and I did shoot a couple times, but they got it really low down, and I just made sure that I was all loaded up and really took the last shot.
I found that to be the best way of doing it, because when I killed a couple in the game, it was mostly because other people were doing work. I was just doing the last shot. Yeah. But
I hate it as well. You'd always have to reload just as you got to the last bit, and then somebody would come in. I got killed by rogues a good number of times, but I actually killed a rogue. I was so happy. Because you know what? There was one point where I went to an extraction point, and you know what? I love it when you get to that point, because everybody thinks that you care about your shit, and I'm like, I don't care if this stuff gets stolen off me. I just want to kill elites, you know. But I did have a couple of high-end stuff, so I was like, oh, I'll try extracting it. And there was these rogues that had killed these other people at this extraction point. And I was hidden behind this, like, ventilation shaft thing. So I'm, like, crouched down, and I'm like, oh, maybe they're not really rogues. You know, I thought I'd give them a chance, because they hadn't noticed me. So I'm like, well, they haven't tried to come over and kill me. So I'm like, oh, I'll give them a chance. And then once the rope came down, I jumped over and and I got this close to extracting it. And then they suddenly shot me, didn't they? So a bit later, I was going round and I got to another extraction point. And yeah, again, there was a couple of people that were being knobs. And they obviously didn't notice me. I just shot them, and I nearly got the second one, but he killed me first. So.
Oh.
But yeah, no, I went round. It was just really, like you say, time of day and location, really. But you know what? When that trophy popped, because that took so much work. That was blood, sweat, and tears and frustration. You know, like over a couple of days where I'd go on, I'd get a couple, and then I'd get off. But that trophy popped, and I was like, yeah! It was like the most masculine, like, testosterone feeling. Yeah! You know, it wasn't as good as Meat Wolf, but it was up there, because I was just like, once that was done, I was like, right, I can now work on my other run through. So.
Well, I'm glad you got it, because I'm never going to get it.
No.
You know?
I completely understand why you packed it in, but it was pissing me off that it was the one
you know what?
Much like Meatwall.
I might rent the game and share play it with you.
Get me. You know what? I did consider logging in as you, because if it's on the server.
Yeah, you should log in as me.
I did consider maybe logging in as you and trying it.
Yeah, give it a go for me. That would be great. That would be one of those amazing trophies you could get for me. Probably the most amazing, to be honest.
I will try. I want to get my echoes first, and then I'll try it afterwards.
If you could do that, that'd be great, because then I can actually have the game done with.
And I'm wearing my Metal Gear t-shirt today.
Hey, Foxhounds!
So,
and it looks like Mulder with an eye patch.
Yeah, it's kind of like me and Mulder, you know.
Yeah, it's like a mixture you both put together, isn't it?
Yeah. So.
Here's my one.
Oh, nice.
I've noticed that lately. I like watching. It's a Thank You Daniel Bryan shirt, and on the back it has all his accomplishments.
Oh, okay.
You know, like World Heavyweight Champion, Tag Team Champion, Intercontinental Champion. But I really like it. Donna likes this as well, and
cool.
which is nice because she doesn't normally like my wrestling shirts that much.
Ah.
I like it. I've got 3 Daniel Bryan shirts now.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, I like that. It's nice artwork. You know, like the silhouette kind of thing.
Well, it's nice colour as well. You know, the way it goes together.
Yeah.
So I like it. I think it's great.
And, you know, as I showed you off camera, but I got my Hello Kitty Agents t-shirt.
Nice.
I love this because you get to pick what colour. And I was like, I want the military green, because the military green actually goes really well with the, you know, the green outline and stuff.
I think military green suits you as well, because you're wearing it now.
It does. But I'm not a big fan of green. Green, people have said, oh, it suits you. And I'm like, it doesn't really suit me.
Yeah, but I think military green isn't.
Military green.
Military green isn't green, is it? It's got that kind of rough feel to it.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. It's not bright. It's kind of, and it goes with my, you know, it's not as, but and that because I got the vest version. There's the black version, so I can wear nice, sexy.
Hey, for the chats, eh?
You know. So it'll be something else for the, you know, doing the reviews in, I guess. Because I did my review of the Blu-ray, didn't I? So
I did. I saw it.
Oh, you did see it?
I watched it. I enjoyed it. The reason I didn't comment was because I felt like I didn't have anything to add to it.
No, yeah. No,
but I've watched it. At one point I was going to put a good video, but I hate putting stuff like that.
Yeah, I know.
You know, and then I thought, no, I'm not going to do that. I'll just say I watched it because I liked it.
Yeah. I'll just say I watched it. No. Yeah, I know what you mean.
I'll say I watched it instead of pointing.
Did you give it a thumbs up?
Yeah, I'll give it a thumbs up.
Okay.
And at first it was
Somebody
a thumbs
commented and went, I love your X-Files related videos. I was like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, wow. And I looked at the person, there's 0 subscribers in the X-Files picture.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, but yeah, I watched it and I thought it was really good.
It was nice to get it done because I felt like it needed to bookend the, you know, the collector's set. So, and I have another first impressions gaming video coming up. It's not very good.
What one?
But, like I say, it's of RBI Baseball 2016.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you mentioned that.
Yeah. Because I played it just as I was like, oh, I'll do this quickly. I haven't done a sports one. I thought it was something to add to the, you know, because there's not really any new games at the moment that I can afford or really want to do anything about, you know, kind of thing. So I thought, I'm a big baseball fan. You know me. I've been trying to get a baseball game for ages that was decently priced. And I was like, oh, I'll get this. And then I played it, and it's just where I was videoing myself. Because seriously, I have no real desire to go back to that game.
When we going to start seeing your vlogs?
I know. I keep meaning to do it. Because of how I've been feeling in that lately. It's, I guess, really, the next one will probably be the LFCC. So,
why don't you cut a promo, like a hill promo, like wrestling, where they're bad and, you know, like do this, I've had enough of this, I've had enough of that, and just let all the frustrations out.
Yeah.
Right, and then just
about everything.
Yeah, and then just attack people, like, you know, like for instance, you know, like Ashley, for instance, as an example, go, yeah, he's this and that, you know, like they've done the wrestling.
Yeah.
You know,
Dude, I keep, you know what I saw? Was it PewDiePie and a couple of those other people were doing those, you know, like self-roasts, you know, where you just take the piss out yourself and stuff like that, or roast somebody else. And I was like, that would be so funny to do Malcolm, you know, roast of Malcolm.
Oh, charming. That would be fun. And
then I was like, because I saw the thing about, you know, like rapping and roasting yourself. I was like, oh, I could so bitch about myself. And I was like, I just don't have the energy for that, to be honest. So
it's the easiest thing to do is to attack yourself on it.
You know me, I'm good at putting myself down.
Oh, I should just record them, shouldn't I, on the gaming nights? Just record it.
This is Tash talking about herself. So, but how are you?
Well, I found out I was deathly ill. I almost died.
Welcome to the club.
There you go. Almost died.
The Pleurisy Club.
Yeah, the Pleurisy Club. Almost died from it. Won't get into complete details, but at one point people thought I was dying. Which, to be honest with you, is actually quite funny now because you call up about medication.
And they're just like...
So I'll get into it. Let's do it, right? So I was on new medication, which people knew I was on, and I'd started taking the full dose.
Right.
No, I'd been taking half a dose of it to, build that up. So I called them up because I'm starting to get pains down my side.
Right, yeah.
And I'm like, oh, no, pain. And it had to be on my left arm, didn't it? Right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, the pain. Right? So I'm like, it's got to be the pills because that's the only thing different.
Yeah.
So I called them up because they said, call us up immediately if you're having problems and we'll tell you to stop.
Yeah.
Call them up. The woman's like a receptionist. She's not my psychiatrist. I can't tell you whether or not to stop. I'll ask your doctor. But you'll have to wait until then. But I can't tell you to do anything yet. But you should call your health practitioner, basically your doctor.
Yeah.
Because if they don't, you might have a heart attack and die.
Oh, my God.
Right? So I called my doctor up and they put me through to a nurse. Right? The nurse says, what's your problems? Like, I'm sweating. I've got pain in my upper chest. Up here.
Yeah.
Not down there. Up here.
No. Yeah.
All right. So I'm not having a heart attack. So after a while talking, she goes, I think you might have a blood clot or cancer.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm like this. My eyes go.
Yeah, exactly. With other stuff as well that's been going on. You're like, that's the last thing. Yeah.
I was like, shit. I was like, I'm going to fucking die. Right? I'm dying. So she says, call the paramedics to come round. And I'm like, really? It costs $800 for them to come round.
That's ridiculous.
$800 a time.
Do you not get anything off, like, with your insurance? Or?
I think you do.
But still, that's a ridiculous amount.
Donna knows all that more than I do.
Yeah.
Right? So they come round, they basically check my blood pressure, they see if I got a blood clot in my lung or something, because they hear it if you're breathing.
Right.
It's going, what's the matter with you? And I'm like, this and that. And he's going, do you feel any pain here? Do you feel like you're having a heart attack? No, I don't feel like I'm having a heart attack. And I have a laugh at myself. I'm in a lot of pain. And they go, and they say, pain? What's pain? And I'm like, pain. And so I show them, I go like this. Oh,
God.
Right? So
they not talk English in America.
Exactly. That's what it feels like. It feels like, do they even talk English at all? Right? So then they go, you seem to be all right, but you should go and see your doctor.
Right.
Right? So they were like, do you want us to take you to the hospital? I said, no, because it'll be a waste of your time. You might be able to save somebody more important. Well, all the people are important. Yeah, but I mean, I can get to the doctors. Someone else might not be able to. Right? Either way, it doesn't bother us. But then you have to sign a release form from them so they don't get in trouble if something happens.
Yeah, like AMA kind of against medical advice or something.
Do it with. You have to do it with your finger.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I'm like, with your finger. Right.
just with your own blood, saying it. Or spew,
So the doctor calls the doctor up. Half an hour later, I've got a doctor's appointment. I mean, how amazing is that? Right?
That's insane, yeah.
Get there, and I'm like, don't know if I'm really ill. Tell my family I love them. Tell them that I fought bravely. Right? You don't know what's wrong with you yet. Yes, I do. I'm dying. Right. So then we go into the doctor's office and he goes, you've got pleurisy.
Yeah.
Without even looking at me, you've got pleurisy.
Really? Just like that, yeah.
It's like, boom, because it read everything that they'd put. You've got pleurisy. I'm sending you for an x-ray. X-ray's in the same building and we'll find out.
Yeah.
Right? Go downstairs. Within 30 seconds of being down there, I'm called for the x-ray. 30 seconds.
That's
It's in the same building. After they do your X-ray, the doctor gets it.
They just send them straight back up. Yeah.
It's incredible. We don't get that in England, do we?
No.
Well, if
I always think the X-ray. The X-rays here at hospitals are always the furthest point away from the entrance. It's like if you've broken something, they expect you to walk all the way to the furthest point.
So I'm in there, and he says to me, the guy says to me, "Have you got cancer? Has anyone in your family got cancer? We got diabetes? You got all this?" And I'm standing there like this.
You're like, what?
I'm like, "No, I ain't got cancer. Please tell me I ain't got cancer." Right? And he's like, "These are just normal questions." Right?
Yeah.
So I go out and I said, "Oh, I think I'm dying. I think I've got cancer. I think something bad's happening to me." Right? I think it's awful because why would you ask me those questions? Right?
Yeah.
She goes, "Don't be silly." And I said to her, "If I've got cancer, me and you're separating right now." Right? I said, "I'm not going to have you deal with it," because she's had to deal with it before.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I said to her, "If I have, I'm finishing with you and you never find someone better than me."
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
She said, "You can't do that." I said, "I can do that because I ain't going to go for it and make you go for it." So at that moment, I was very teary-eyed. Right? And she was just looking at me like, "Oh, Papa," that all she does to me.
Yeah.
Right? And we go in there and he says, "Your lungs deflating." And I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Your lungs deflating and you need to really breathe in. Otherwise, you're going to have to stick a tube right in the side of your body and inflate it."
To inflate it, yeah.
And I'm like this. But he says, "If you breathe and that and you don't get worse, when I give you these medications, you'll be all right."
I love it when they say that. It makes it sound you're not actually breathing the rest of the time,
And, well, when I was originally ill, I was breathing like this.
Yeah, it's that short, panic attack breath, kind of. Yeah.
But now breathing normally, it probably heals itself.
Yeah.
Because you can't just breathe in heavy all day, like.
No, yeah.
Yeah, you can't do that all day, can you?
No,
Right?
unless you're Darth Vader.
Yeah, unless you're Darth Vader, right? And then, but then normally it's got a reason.
Yeah.
Don't underestimate the Force, And so that was actually quite good, that one. And so I came home and I went, "You need a rest. Take your pill. Take this other pill." Okay. So I'm laying in bed like this. And I'm laying there and I'm looking at the scene going, "Well, at least I've got something that can fix easily." Right?
Yeah.
So I'm out with so the next day Donna had to have her operation, didn't she? Right?
Yeah.
Which I'm not going to get into because that's her business.
No. Yeah.
But she had to have surgery. And so we've both been quite bad this week because she was ill and I was ill and it was quite a bad week.
And we didn't have the chat last week because I'd had a fall, so,
Yeah. So it was really strange, wasn't it? Because everybody's been ill.
Yeah.
And I spoke to my dad on Friday, didn't I?
Yeah.
And he was doing all right. He was doing a lot better than he has been. It's funny because talking to my dad, we had this really weird moment where it felt like we were father and son again.
Yeah.
And we haven't had that in years, so it was really nice.
That's nice. Yeah.
But I told him I had the pleurisy, and he said, "Oh, no, you don't." And I was like, "Oh, here we go again."
Yeah, another person telling you don't have something.
I could say, "Oh, good evening, my friends. Lovely to see you both. Lovely to see you too, Donna."
Hello, Donna. Lovely to see you too.
I like your new bear.
Yeah, I'm jealous of the new bear.
I want to see the Spock one.
I know. I'm curious about that.
I want to
Does
see
it
if
come
it
with
has its big
stick-on
ears.
ears? Yeah, it must come on with the big.
But yeah, the Star Trek one was I quite like it. Over here, we used to have a great Build-A-Bear kind of, shop. But then it went downhill because they seem to take away all the good bits and just make all the big stuff like Star Wars, Star Trek. As before, they had stuff like, I don't know, the little things like normal bears.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah.
Not got anything against them.
Nothing beats my mixed match of Snoopy 1 Kenobi.
There we go, Snoopy 1 Kenobi.
With his Stormtrooper phaser.
Oh, look, there's Mulder down there.
There is a Mulder down there. Look at this. Look. Mulder! Hey, honey. Hello. You know what? There's something at the moment. David Duchovny did this thing. You know, like for charity, raising money for awareness for shelters, trying to stop them from doing killing.
Yeah.
No kill policy. They're trying to raise money for that. And it's Lick My Face, and he challenged Gillian Anderson and like his ex-wife and that to do it as well. And Gillian Anderson did one. And it was so funny because her dog was totally not interested because they spread like peanut butter on their faces to try and get their dogs to lick them.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, please, all I have to say is, do you love me, Mulder? And it's like, lick, 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 lick.
They goes wild on you, don't they?
Yeah, it's like, can I have a kiss? Mulder, where am I?
I will send a pic of Spock Bear to Tash on Messenger in a minute and she can screenshot.
Where am I?
Oh, that sounds good.
Not me.
Oh.
See? Except you you love me.
Ah.
Go on. Oh, knock the headphone out. No, you can't lick the headphone. Oh my god, see? It's just like, what?
It's like it's trying to bathe you in dog saliva.
You knob.
Oh.
I love as well. You can see there's my tripod. And it's got the bit of paper with the special features for the Blu-ray hanging off it where I tried to tear it off.
Oh dear.
Sorry. The studio, the work studio is.
When you're going to use the green screen again?
The green screen takes so much work. It's just,
Well, I think about it. Sorry to cut in there. Green screen. It reminded me. I watched Angry Joe.
Oh yeah.
And I watched. Remember, we were tempted to get that Umbrella Corps game.
Yeah.
Come out. Did you see the review?
No, but I've heard very mixed things about it. Did he not like it?
He hated it. The review was hysterical.
Really?
You have to watch that review. I was watching it and I was laughing all 26 minutes of it.
I was tempted to watch it, but I just didn't get, because I saw the game ranks before you buy for. No, they just talked about it briefly, and I watched a bit of it, and I was like, eh. So it just looks like an arena kind of shooter, you know.
As you said, all you do is pick up DNA, and that's all you do throughout the whole game, and you get things just attack you, and apparently it's horrendous.
Yeah, but you know what? It doesn't look much different to, say, Call of Duty Zombies, and yet people play to death. I got to tell you something. Sorry. Anyway, it just looked like something like Zombies or that, you know. So. No, it's alright. I just remember something, and I was going to tell you. So.
What did you remember?
No, it's just. So I was playing The Division because I'm trying to get that Sonic the Echoes, which is going to drive me absolutely batshit like bored. And I got in this team because the thing is for like the main missions, I'm doing matchmaking because I don't want to play through those on my, I just want to get through them kind of thing. So I was matchmaking and that. Oh, honestly, during the day I matchmake, and I ended up with like 2 Russians or something, and they were just talking amongst themselves like blah, blah, blah. And I'm sat there going, oh, will you shut the bloody hell up?
Oh, that's what I should actually. Well, I think of it to do with The Division.
Yeah.
When you ended up talking, because you said earlier you talked in a group.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Did none of the men in the group go, "Are you sexy"? No. Because if we'd have been in England and this would have been an English group, they'd have gone, "Hey, are you sketchy in a sexy way?" Right? This is seriously. This how it happens. I've seen this happen. I've been in groups in the past, and when a woman talks, they start going, "So where you from? Are you single?" and all this stuff.
Like I say, they were pretty much blanking me, and I guess, I mean, my voice isn't very feminine, so I don't know. They just, like I say, they struggled to even say my name, and I'm just like, how is that difficult to say? It was as well, was adding like a sound between the H and the N, so it was like Sketchney. It's like, at what point does it look like my name says Sketchney, kind of thing? So, although at least the Russians were able to say it, they were like Sketchney, Sketchney. I was like, yeah. But yeah, no, they were American, and there was like an old, not old guy, but like probably 20s or something, and then you had a couple of kids. One of them didn't have a very good microphone. It sounded like he was just like constantly rubbing it against his top, that scratchy sound.
So, hold on, in this group, he was rubbing it, was he? Right. Hold on. So you're in the group, and you went to Sketchney, and you heard.
No, that was just because the main guy that was like talking all the time, he was like, dude, your microphone's really scratchy. What the hell is that? Kind of thing. So I don't know what the issue was. And then the kid was like, oh, he managed to get it clear. And it was like, oh, that's my air conditioning. And it's like, oh, it was like, how is that your air conditioner making the... But anyway, we playing the mission, when you have to turn off all those valves and you keep getting given loads and loads of waves of the elites and stuff like that, and you have to stop the pressure building up. Well, we got right to the end, and I think it gives you extra, depends on how many people are in your group. I think it must give you more enemies or something, because it was ridiculous. And we got right to the end, and then we all died right at the end. And this kid turned around and goes, oh, I'm fed up with this. I'm going to go play Black Ops 3. It's like, oh, my God, you poor, poor kid. And then they all disappeared, and I'm just stood there in the mission going, and it was like 4 a.m. here, so I was like, it was time for me to go anyway. But well, I only stayed on because, they were all prepared to work. We finished the one at that police office, the police academy. When you're in that bit, and then the doors open and all those people come in, kind of thing.
Well, the funny thing with the division is you don't have to work with anybody. You just join the group and pretend you're shooting and get those.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I could have done that, but I was trying to genuinely. I didn't want to look like.
Isn't that what happened when we came together? You weren't even shooting people. It was me doing all the hard work.
You know what, though? It did get to a point because when I was with the two Russians, I say Russians because they sounded Russian, but I don't think they were Russian. They could have been some other language. One of them was level 27, and I'm only level 15, and the other guy that was only level 14. And I think the mission was like level 16 anyway, so it was above my level anyway. But because this guy was level 27, it averaged it out at the enemies being level 22. Oh. So they were way above my level. And, of course, they had the skulls next to their name. And, of course, one shot was like one or two shots was an instant kill kind of thing. So what I ended up doing was I went up on, the balcony and was shooting down. But I would just literally, pop out, sniper shot, pop back down again, taking it. They were and then when they died, I just kept running down and helping them up because I don't think they'd done the level before because they didn't seem to know it that well. So I just had to keep. So, but I got bored with them because they couldn't do it at all. So they sucked. So they weren't the sketchy one and Mount Ted. I was gonna say Mount Ted. I was like. Ugh. We need a nickname for you. It's like
you say, I've become a bear officially. You say.
Oh dear.
Well, that'd be great.
But it's so sad to hear these kids go. They got bored with the division and moved on to Black Ops 3. It's wow.
Could you imagine if you did gaming videos, right? And when we were gaming, every time I talked in the thing, the Mount Ted actually popped up on the screen and started dancing around.
I should do that. If I have a clip and you just hear I just do this little cutout of Mount Ted popping up.
Ooh.
It's like we should do a first impression video, kind of thing of something together, and then Ghost Recon or something, and you'll have my video camera of me, and then I'll just put this little Mount Ted popping up and popping.
And do stop animation when it's moving, but it's not moving.
Yeah, wiggling back and forth or something.
Oh, hello.
Yeah. Or do this drop jaw mouth South Park with the
Oh dear.
But yeah, it was just sad to because one of them was going on about how awesome the division is, and I'm just sat there going, I have played this game too much to even agree with you
Well,
anymore.
it's like Hughes, though. I don't know how he does it. Every time I'm on the PlayStation 4, he's playing that game.
Yeah, I went on when I was on yesterday. Darkslayer was on. I was like, "How are you still playing this?"
And I'm like, how the hell do you play this when there's nothing to earn at all? There's not even trophies to earn yet, other than the main game ones.
No. You know what? All the games we've played have been quite, like, for the most part, they've been like 0.2, 0.3, haven't they? Platinum average.
And it had like 3%.
Yeah, 2.2 was the, because I was curious to see how many people had gotten the elites. And yeah, the platinum is like 2. Sorry, I got the hiccups all the time. It's 2.2. I couldn't believe it. I was like, this is probably one of the, like, even the easy ones I've played, I don't think have had that much completion, I
think it's bullshit, but they make it where you don't get the credit when someone kills named elite in your group, yet everything else is.
Yeah, I don't get that at all.
Because it should be.
Mm.
And with the amount of percentage it is, you'd think it was.
Yeah.
I hate that game. I tell you.
I hate it as well. I actually saluted at some guy that was walking, that just randomly stopped in front of me.
Tell me he shot you.
Yeah. I saluted and then walked off, and the next thing I know, the fucker shot me in the back. I was like, thank you. I thought I'll show that I'm a friendly, I'm not going to shoot him.
Well, when I was in the game, a while back, trying to get some named deletes, because I must have killed about 5.
Yeah.
This guy was going around, I was following him, because I was like, okay, I'll work with him, and then we'll both get the kills at some point.
Yeah.
So nothing's happening, so I decided to run off, and he kills me and takes all my stuff.
Yeah. I love it as well when you see them, like they kill you, and then they come over and beat the shit out of you. It's like, really? You really felt the need to do that?
That's the bit where you should have gone like this. Oh, I like that. Oh. That's what you should have done.
Yeah, it's like, I like it like that.
Could you imagine? That in the most feminine voice possible. I like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And you'd be trolling the guy trolling you see? I never forget that day. I was gaming online. These guys were really yelling at me. They were having a go at me, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, guys, leave me alone. I just want a game.
Yeah.
And it just kept on and on and on and on. And I tried leaving, and then I'd come back and end up in the same group again. I was just like, oh, no. So when they started yelling, I just started pointing pornography on them and pointing it on the speaker.
Oh my God! Sorry, that Spock Teddy is amazing. Sorry, Donna sent me the picture. Sorry, Donna, can I share this?
She said you could earlier.
Did she?
Yeah, she said I will send the pic of Spock where it's Tash and message in a minute, and she can share screen.
Oh, cool. Anyway, sorry, I was listening. Carry on. Sorry, I showed.
And basically, I played that, and basically, they all left, so I ended up in the room of mine, which was nice.
Yeah,
that was what I was going to say.
You're just like, screw you, well then.
I was just like, I'll play the most offensive thing possible.
Yeah, it's just it's gotten so ridiculous. So I was so glad to be done with that, the PvP side of things. I was like, that's it, I'm done. I can just do the missions now and play the game and be done. Just.
Yeah, at least now you feel like you can actually play the game.
Well, yeah, because now I don't have to worry about all the the phone calls and that. The only thing I really have to focus on is getting through the missions. I've unlocked all but one of the safe houses. I did a nice little run, around trying to avoid everything. But yeah, the only thing I have to pay attention to is the
echoes.
Yeah, exactly. And to do the side missions to get the echoes to do kind of things. So
I hate that, but you can't just get the echoes like immediately.
No, I know, especially when some of the side missions have like 5 echoes in, kind of thing. It's like you can't even skip them. So it's trying. I don't like the side missions because they're much longer. But at least now, like you say, I feel like I can plat it. And the same for I mean, we're what, level 87, I think, on
Yeah.
GTA 5. So we've only got like another 13 levels to clear before.
Well, you do.
It's going to be a grind, but you do as well.
No, I mean before you get the plat. I ain't even close to the
Oh
plat.
yeah, no, I know, but I'm just saying I'll be glad to be, you know.
I bought
Yeah,
the
but all
game,
the
so-
online stuff will be done with, except for that 8
No,
million.
the 8 million one. We're still gonna get that one.
Yeah, but if we do a few like heists and stuff, we'll raise the money, won't we? So and level up. So
Hopefully.
I'll share this picture, shall I?
That's
Oh no, shit. There you go.
Oh, that's awesome.
I know, right? I'm like, dude, that's amazing. I know they don't always look that good, like when you actually get the bear, but that's so awesome.
That is, I love it. I think that's brilliant.
And there was the, there was the other picture, Donaldson.
Oh, well, that is awesome.
I like that the bear has the because I saw Donna's picture and of course ours had the shirt on, but I like that they have. I so want that. It's not fair. I want to build a bear, but it's in bloody Southampton.
You can buy them online.
Oh, can you?
Yes.
Ooh.
You can buy them online.
I like them both. So it's like, which one do I pick? I like the way that even says "live long and prosper" on it. That's so epic. But then that one's got the 50th anniversary on it, so.
I think that one's better, the Spot one.
So, hi everybody, it's my birthday next week. Anybody want to buy me a present? That's so awesome. That's cool. I like those. I haven't watched your little video yet, Donna. I will watch it. But
What video?
she sent me a little video. Oh, it's a little video of her showing off the bear.
Ah.
That's quite cool. Sorry, she's just showing off the, you know, like close up of the top and the gun and the, not gun, phaser. She's like, oh! Oh my god, she pressed the button on his paw and it plays the song theme.
Well, I think we definitely know what you're going to be buying now.
Does the Spock one do the same? Please say the Spock one does the same. It plays, I won't play it because obviously copyright, but that's epic.
That sounds incredible.
Sorry. She just pressed its paw and it played the theme. It's like, see, that's way better than you now, Snoopy One Kenobi, so you can go.
Well, maybe
I'm a much bigger Trekkie than I am a Star Wars fan anyway. So.
Well, have a look on our website later and say.
Yeah, I'll see. I've been, like I say, I bought headphones and that today. My money's okay at the moment, actually, but I want to try and start putting money aside for Comic-Con. So,
Well,
especially if I am going to go both days. So, the big decision: do I do both days or just the one?
Just make sure you get there early.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the only problem.
Oh no, I have my train ticket quite early, so so yeah, it's just debating the she said I can. Yeah, I won't show I'll show him out the video after the It's like Donna sent me a message. She said I can show you the video, but I'll show him afterwards because otherwise we'll get a copyright strike on the video. So.
Okay, sounds good to me.
But you put the sound box in. It's one of the. It's not automatic.
Oh, so it's a bit like the heart thing.
Yeah, I think you have to pay extra for the sound box, don't you? So
that makes sense.
That's amazing. Still, but yeah, I'm weighing out the practicality. I mean, I was glad that I was able to get because I won't be able to afford to get Jeremy Renner's autograph, but I booked my photo shoot, so that was cool to get. I should go with bow and arrow and stuff, shouldn't I?
Sure.
I should go to archery and say, "Can I borrow this?" Yeah, but then it's transporting it and shit, so I won't do that. But that would be cool. But yeah, it's just the last couple of events I've been to, I've had very few people I've met, haven't I? So there's a lot more people at this one. So I am debating about spreading it out over the weekend, but it's just that decision. You know what it's like when you're like, what? Even you went on the Friday, and then or Saturday or whatever it was it? Because you were going to go to Saturday, weren't you? And you couldn't get in or whatever.
No, I was supposed to go on the Saturday with my cousin, but he wanted to go at 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So we didn't end up getting in because of it.
Yeah. Oh, that would be good if you send it to... Sorry. Donna said she can send you it on Messenger, the video.
Oh, please do. That'd be good.
So, yeah, you were going with your cousin, weren't you? So.
Well, I was going to, but he wanted to go at 11, and because of that, we ended up not really going.
Yeah.
But it was a nice trip out anyway.
Yeah. Just sad still didn't get to see you, but...
Yeah, that's true. Very true.
But you know it's like, though, even for anything, when you're trying to weigh up your options kind of thing, it's like, it's going to be difficult, but is it going to be better, kind of thing. So.
Well, you'll see me one day.
Yeah, exactly.
One day the mysterious May will be there. Oh, look at that. That's a nice picture of you, Donna. The picture of a profile picture, I think it's.
Oh, a profile picture. Yeah, I really like that profile picture.
It's really nice, isn't it? The only reason I mentioned it.
I'm joking, Donna.
The only reason I mentioned it was because it popped up in the corner of my screen.
Ah, yeah.
Because I don't know if it does it.
It does it now. Yeah, Windows 10 notifies you, doesn't it? So.
It's annoying. It does it on Windows 8 as well.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, on certain updates, it does it then. It's kind of annoying in a way because you'll be doing something, and it's good at some points because you can be doing stuff and see it. But other times you're like, why do I have to keep seeing every single thing that I've put in groups?
Yeah. Yeah, is that...
So, but yeah, I mean, I'm probably going to end up going to next year's Comic-Con.
Yeah.
And I want to go to the other conventions as well, like the ones in London.
Yeah.
So I might go to a couple of them, but we'll see when the time comes. I'm thinking the days out with Donna more than anything.
Yeah, definitely.
I just think 20 quid's expensive.
It is, and that's why I'm like, because then I've got to add the transport on as well. It's more for me, especially because I'm not going to have anybody there with me. It's like, just taking it easy, because last few, I've only had a couple of people.
Well, I keep saying, Ashley's going to make you there.
So I just, you're trying to lead me into saying something that will get me a load of slack on the comment section, aren't you?
Right.
But yeah, no, I don't want to do the extra day because the travelling really takes it out of me, and I don't want to get back late and then have to get up early the following morning. And of course, as well, is I won't be able to have the carers here, for doing my cream and drops and stuff. So it's like, going without on one day is one thing, but to go without on 2 days is, really, really. But if I do the 2 days, then I don't have to rush about so much, kind of thing. So it's like I can take it easy. But then if I do pack it all into one day, I'm done with it within the day, if you know what I mean. So, but I think it will take an element of stress off, like not having to go, crap, I've only got this time to get here, there, and everywhere.
I think you should go 2 days.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Because I know you were very before. You were like, you should be careful with what you book and that earlier in the year.
Because you were saying about you were worried about,
Yeah. I know.
What's that? Hawkeye's going to LFCC and going to cost me $65.
Oh, are you going, Donna? Yeah, because the photo shoot is $65, and I booked my photo shoot straight away. But the autographs are $75, and I'm like, So.
Oh wow.
But I always say the photo shoots are more important. So, because I booked one with Mads Mikkelsen as well.
That's ridiculous. 65 quid.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's stupid money.
Yeah, but Sigourney Weaver and that were 95 last year. I don't know they're bigger stars, but
yeah, I don't. It's not. It's not. It's a silly price. It's because you have to pay 20 quid to get in.
Yeah.
Then you have to do this. So in reality, it costs you about 100 odd quid just to get his picture.
Yeah. Well, even if you think you get the gold pass, that's 250. You don't get anything off that.
Hold on. Price. So if Donna is going then to see him, why aren't you going with you? There you go. You're not alone anymore.
Oh, we have a shadow. Hey, shadow. Oh, jealous.
So what do the other big guests are going to be then?
I don't know, because you think they've got a month. I don't know. They've got a month to go, and this has been the real. I mean, you could argue that some of the other people are big names. I mean, I'm so gutted because they're doing a Beverly Hills cop group photo.
Yeah, my cousin guessed they were going to do that.
Yeah, and well, people thought that maybe with the way they were going, that maybe Eddie Murphy would be the big announcement.
Yes, it's going to be there.
You reckon?
Yeah, I reckon it's going to be there. I predicted it about a month ago. I said to my cousin, I said, Eddie Murphy's going to be there because they've got the people that could do a shoot with him. I'd never guessed Jeremy Renner. I'd never guessed Jeremy Renner.
Apparently, a lot of people were certain, so I guess they heard some stuff that maybe he was in the country or something.
See, I think 75 quid for an autograph is ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know, to me, autograph should be like
I'd pay that for
25.
Robert Downey Jr., definitely. But Jeremy Renner is kind of hot. My only problem with Jeremy Renner is he looks a bit like Jeremy Kyle.
Does he?
Yes.
Let me have a look at that picture. Maybe a little bit.
If you see some pictures of Jeremy Kyle and then you say, I mean, I'm not talking about identical, but I'm talking there's something ever so slightly.
You know, I don't know. I guess, I guess it's shaping up to be quite a good convention this year. You know?
Yeah.
I'd never meet Jeremy Renner because I'm not a woman. You know what I mean? And to me, women, they'd be all over him, you know? But it's not something I would.
Yeah.
I'd meet somebody.
No, I did tell Malcolm that you'd said that you might go, didn't I, Malcolm? That you were talking about going.
You said you were thinking about possibly going, and I did. But I wasn't sure if you were going or not, so that's why I just said what I did.
Yeah.
You know?
Because you weren't definite. You were thinking about it, but...
Hey, if Jeremy Renner cemented it, hey.
Yeah, I know, right? Yay, Jeremy Renner. I may inquire to say... I mean, what I might do, Donna, is I might phone up, because I've got my ticket booked. I might see if I can get that changed to the Sunday. For the transport, Saturday even. So I don't know. I'll see. They probably won't change it, but I can see.
Might be able to.
Oh, you just posted that on here as well. Cool. Yeah.
On Sunday, and Tash could come in the car. Yeah. And we could see a road trip video.
Yes. And I got to be careful. Can't do it if we're playing music, because then I get a copyright strike.
Well, do it. Just mute the video.
It's so annoying. I had a video, like, what was it? It got blocked, or it got something happened. Our video when we went to Reading, I think it was. Yeah, it got strike or something, because we were like some music was on in the car. So.
Well, what you do is you mute the video, right? And then you just basically, or you put the video into software and take the music out and just keep the voices in. Yeah.
Well, it's difficult because I just cut out the whole. I should cut out just the whole section. So.
Or just turn it off. Just turn the music off.
Yeah, but you can't turn. You can't just turn the music off. You have to mute the whole video.
I'm talking about in the car.
Oh yeah.
Turn it off, talk, and then turn it back on again. Then turn it off and talk, and then turn it back on again. Depends if I can get the Saturday night off. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And also, you know, if that's the thing, especially if you're working. I mean, I know what it's been like in the past. It's so, you know, it's so exhausting to then go out the following day or something.
I think it's tiring and terrible when you have responsibilities, because when you do, you can't do all the fun stuff you want to do.
They take up your life. Yeah.
You know? So, but you never know. If it happens, it happens. That'd be awesome, wouldn't it?
It'd be nice. So, fucking little cat, just keep going.
Oh,
wait for it. She's coming back. She's coming back.
If Eddie Murphy charged 150 quid, would you make him? And the question is this: would you meet him for the sake of meeting him, or because you actually wanted to?
I would like to meet him because there's a lot of stuff I really genuinely enjoy him in. Turns out he's a bit of a twat, but
yeah, because he got he got that Mel Spice got pregnant, didn't they?
Yeah. Scary Spice.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, no, I would genuinely like to meet him, but I wouldn't get an autograph. I think I would just, much like Jeremy Renner, I would probably just get a photo shoot.
Look at it this way, right? We spend ridiculous amounts of money to meet these people, right?
Yeah.
in reality, we meet these people for less than 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Right, and we pay them like, let's say 65 quid, 100 quid. It's a waste of money in the long run when we think about it, right?
Yeah.
But at that moment, it's an important and special moment, right? Because we've met them, even though technically we haven't met them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's, for me, I'm very on the fence when it comes to it, because if someone like Franco Nero was there, I'd meet him in a heartbeat. Yeah. I'd also probably get 18 autographs just so I could talk to them.
Just so you can, exactly.
You know what I mean? I'd have them all signed shit after each other so I could talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I'd have felt like I actually met the guy. But it's a very 50-50 subject when it comes to it, when you talk to people.
Yeah.
My cousin, the first year we went, he paid for like 15 autographs and 15 photo shoots. And the next year he was like, I'm not buying that, mate, because there's no point. I bought loads one year, and after that, I was like, "Yeah, I'm not doing it either."
No.
Yeah, I beat Keith David because of the reason behind it. You know. Yeah. Well, it's one of those things I just feel very 50-50 on nowadays.
Yeah.
I don't think people. Who do you want to meet more than anyone else? How much would you pay to meet them? Oh, all right. Franco Nero, I'd pay 600 quid to meet.
Yeah.
Because he's an old man.
Yeah.
He'd die, so I'd pay that if I had the chance. I would meet Michael Dudikoff, Shoka Suri. Let's see, who else?
You know, Donna probably doesn't know who any of these people are, right?
And that's what makes them even more better.
They're all like martial arts and stuff, aren't they?
They're all 80s movie stars.
Yeah.
David Bradley, I'd probably meet.
He's nice.
Mark Dacascos, I'd probably meet. Jet Li, I'd meet.
He would be cool.
Jackie Chan, I'd meet.
Oh, yeah.
I'd meet Dario Argento. I'd meet Umberto Lenzi. These are both directors.
Yeah.
I would meet, and probably for them all, I'd probably pay, I'd want to pay 10, 15 quid each. In reality, I'd want to pay that. But I'd probably pay about 100 or so more each. And probably steal people's money at the convention.
Sell your soul for
kids and say, give me 200 quid for them so I can get a ticket. You know, the usual stuff.
Yeah.
What else would I want to make? Oh, Sammo Hung. I'd want to meet him. There's a lot of people. I'd want to meet Jean-Claude Van Damme. But Dolph, I haven't got that much interest in. I mean, I'd want to meet him, but I wouldn't want to pay 55 quid for him.
See, that's the thing. It's like, I respect his work as much as you can for Dolph Lundgren. And I think if I had, like, the money, if I was doing it, like, some of the other conventions where I've just met people because I know them from some bits, but just want to meet them, kind of thing, then I would do it. But he's just one of those people that I'm not that bothered by. If you know, like, yeah.
Well, it's not been in anything that great, and what he has been in, the other person's been the main star of it.
Yeah, it's not been really anything that I've really liked. Like, I like Judge Reinhold. I love him in Vice Versa, and Beverly Hills Cop and that. But and of course he was like the big like 80s name, wasn't it? 80s kind of one of those 80s stars. So everything in me wants to meet him, but at the same time I'm like, actually he's not that bigger. In the same as Bronson Pinchot, who was in the Langoliers and again Beverly Hills Cop and stuff. Serge. As much as I want to meet him, I'm just like, he's not up there on my must meet list. Yeah. So
I'd meet Steven Seagal before I'd meet Dolph.
Really?
Yeah. Because I've enjoyed more of his films.
Yeah.
But to be honest,
everybody wants to meet Chuck Norris. I don't think you could get near Chuck Norris.
Again, I'd meet Chuck Norris, but to me, that's near impossible. Not because you can't move, but because he's got too much of a life where he's not in movies anymore. So he's focusing more on schools and stuff. Stuff that matters, really.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't need to.
Who would you avoid meeting and why, and how much would they have to pay you to meet them? And I will. Tash would be one. Tash, they'd have to pay me to meet.
Everybody does that already.
What's his name? That Johnny Vegas bloke.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Johnny Vegas, yeah.
Hate that bloke.
You don't like him?
No. Hate him. That woman who's in fucking Game of Thrones now, what's her name? She's actually at the convention this year. That Natalia Tena woman.
Oh, right, from Harry Potter.
Yeah, can't stand her.
Yeah. Apparently she's really, really nice. Jane has met her. I like her in Game of Thrones, and I'm getting because I was going to get a photo shoot with her before, but I didn't. So I'm taking the opportunity to do it this time. But Jane's met her before because Jane's a huge Harry Potter fan. And she met her, and we saw her go past at the railway station, and then she met her later, and apparently she was really nice.
You know what? It doesn't surprise me that Jane's a big Harry Potter fan. Just looking at her, I can kind of tell that now. Just by looking at her, it's like
it clicks into place.
It clicks perfectly. But no, there's
but
lots.
You wouldn't meet her. No. Yeah, you're not interested.
My cousin met her and he really liked her, and I was just like, None of these kid stars. I'd never meet any of these kid stars because they're kids. Like I've seen pictures of you, some of the kid stars, and they look so funny.
Oh, it's so
I said to Donna,
that one of me with young Amy Pond.
I said to Donna, I said I have to buy these pictures off the site and put in picture frame because there's one where you're in like this soap with the girl, and she's sitting there like this. Hold on, let me take my glasses off. She's sitting there like this, and you're like, right, and it looks like you've taken to a really bad party.
I hate that picture. I will say that is the problem, especially when you meet the kid stars. It's like, this is so bizarre. It's like, how do you pose with them in photo shoots? I mean, I've been fortunate where, like some of the younger people from Game of Thrones, they've actually been like teens by the time when I've met them, so they've not been kids. But like you say, her and, oh God, there was somebody else I met.
That boy, wasn't it? Wasn't it that boy? Because you met a young boy as well.
No, he was old enough. That sounds rude.
Oh, you got off with him. You got off with him, did you?
No, God, I can't think who it was. But I don't think it was somebody I got a photo shoot with. Because I was just like, I wouldn't even know what to, and it's so bizarre. And especially, like, you don't know how to talk to them. Because, like, their parents are there.
It's
and
easy.
Stuff,
you talk to them like this. You go, hi.
Yeah, just hi.
Yeah, have you tried to put your arms around one of them?
No.
Because there must be a rule against that.
There must be. It must be weird though when you get all these older people, especially like a lot of them,
You know, there's no child stars, you know, now.
Yeah.
But I would ever say I would want to meet. Like, if let's say I'm a big fan of, I don't know, some kids show that I watched when I was younger, and that kid's now become like older, but when I was younger, they were, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And let's say 10 years ago, they were like in a show and they were 5, and now they're 15.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? I wouldn't want to meet them because I'd be like, well, that's past my generation.
Really? Yeah.
You know, and for things like, don't get me wrong, things like Doctor Who and that, people are going to want to meet these people. But to me, it's always really strange and creepy. I always think it's creepy that these people want to meet these kids. You know what I mean? It's like the most creepiest thing I could ever imagine, you know?
You're just saying that now because you know I've met a good number of them.
It's true, though. It's one of the creepiest things I could ever... Can you imagine
it is weird. And like I say, I have felt like awkward at times, but it's like,
Could you imagine me meeting a kid at a convention and just sitting there? I'd be like this. You know what I mean? The picture would be awkward. Especially if I'm wearing a suit with a red thing and I look like I'm at a bad party.
Well, I know somebody who said that the pictures with the young Amy Pond, they were saying that there was some creepy, like, middle-aged men, like, trying to, you know, like, putting their arm around her and that, and they said it was so pervy. It was absolutely disturbing.
That's disgusting.
Not being pervy, but just the way it looked because of the way they were stood, you know, kind of thing. It's just like, I met Miko Hughes, who I'd always wanted to meet because he was a child star. He was in Pet Sematary and Wes Craven's New Nightmare and Mercury Rising with Bruce Willis.
Oh, I remember that, yeah.
I like that film because he played the autistic kid. And other things like that. And I really enjoy it. So when I got the chance to meet him, he's older now. I think he's like, I don't remember, he must be like early 20s, if that. And he was really nice. And I was kind of frustrated because he was kind of cute as well.
Hey,
I was like, this is so wrong.
When you say frustrated, we thought, oh, frustrated.
I know that's slightly worse. No, I didn't mean sexually frustrated.
No, but the way you said it says it because you went, I was frustrated because he was kind of cute. And then you actually went like this. I said it for me, just go, oh.
No, like, I did not.
You did. You went, well, you have to watch Chat Back because you went, it was kind of cute. Oh.
You would have to pay me a lot of money, though, to meet William Shatner again because that was painful. Carl Weathers as well. I wouldn't pay to meet him. Who wouldn't I want to meet?
Charlton Heston.
Yeah. Well,
I heard a story about him. I knew someone online. What you're thinking?
Yeah.
I knew someone online who met Charlton Heston when his book came out.
Oh yeah.
And she said, "Kiss." I both listened to me. He went, "No." He said, "I'll sign one, and then you have to pay another $100 for me to sign the other one." Right? And she was like, what? She went, no, I've got both books. I bought them here. Get her out of here. Go out now. She's the thing. And then she left and went, what a bitch. And all that.
Wow.
But I can confirm this woman was real bitchy. So
really? Yeah. So don't blame him then. Yeah.
So I don't blame him, but hey, who knows? You know, he was her hero at one point, and then that ruined it.
Carl Weathers was the most... William Shatner, I expected. I thought I'd give him the benefit of the doubt because, you know, you hear stories and that and you're like, maybe it's people just not catching him at the right time and stuff like that. He was just ignorant. But Carl Weathers was out and out rude to me and I was just like, never again. So that was so funny when I then got my photo shoot with him, you know, a couple of years later and he's like, hello, how are you? And that, so when I went in for the photo shoot. And I'm like,
you said never again and then you got a photo shoot with him.
I would never go meet him, like, to talk to him for, like, an autograph or that. I only got the photo shoot because I didn't have anything. I didn't even have that picture of me, like, stood at the desk with him. So
the guy was an utter dick to you.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I know. I still paid. Yeah, I know there's an absolute backwards. I just wanted a photo to prove that I, you know, met him. So, but even when I went up, he was like, hello, and how are you? And I was like, yeah, thanks. I was just like completely like, I was like, I'm not investing my time again in this kit. Seriously. I mean, I had technically because I paid for a photo shoot, but no, he was so rude. I was like, never again. I wouldn't meet any of the Kardashians or Kanye West. I would not, even for all the money in the world, I would not meet Kanye West.
You know what? I won't meet the Kardashians. I'll tell you why. Because I think they're all fake.
Yeah.
I don't
There's
like
nothing
fake
celebrity about them. They're not. I don't get why they're popular.
They're like Katie Price in England.
Yeah. Oh, she upped me.
Who the hell makes her famous? She's fucking shit. You know what I mean? Just like they are. You know, the Kardashians are all plastic surgery people, just like she probably is.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and you're like, these people are famous for nothing.
Yeah.
Why can't I get famous for nothing and be worth millions?
Exactly.
You know?
Wait a minute, we do YouTube and we still can't get famous.
I read a thing on Facebook. Boy gets loads of donations to help him pay for food, right? Because he offered to carry people shopping, right? And I'm like, I've offered to help people carry their shopping in the past. I didn't get none of this.
I get sick of these people that do Kickstarters to raise money, and they're like, "Oh, to help me buy this." It's like, really? That's lowest of low begging.
It's funny you say that because I started a Kickstarter last night. And it's
help me buy Tash a birthday present.
It's help me go and help me move to England Trust thing.
Oh yeah.
And I put in it, I've got this, I've got that wrong with me, I've got psychosis, I've got a pleurisy, I've got this, I'm utterly psychotic, you know, I do all this weird stuff. Please help me so that I can move back to England with my psychotic family. If you help me, I'll send you random pictures of myself. The $100 one, you know, because you can give people back.
Oh yeah, you do the
$100 one has pictures of me modelling and dancing around. So I know that's something that you'd actually put $100 though.
Oh
so
yeah, definitely. I want that clip of you doing the Silence of the Lambs. You know.
If I did that, it'd be one of the most disturbing things possible. I tell you. You know, I could probably pull that off and all.
God.
In a very disturbing way.
You have to wear a wig though, because you couldn't grow that much hair. So. Oh, I didn't mean like that. That came out wrong. I just meant like you couldn't get it like long like his hair.
Any reason to make a dig about my hair? Any reason?
I genuinely didn't mean it like that.
Real men don't need hair. Real men don't need hair.
Exactly.
You know, real men.
No, because that's not what you do stuff with.
Oh dear. Oh, now who's getting dirty?
Oh dear. No, I genuinely didn't mean it about that. I just meant lengthwise, but you know, unfortunately, it did come out sounding
my
like
mum. I spoke to my mum the other day. And do you know she almost bought me a wig?
What?
She said,
like a toupee thing, kind of.
She said, I almost bought you a wig, which would have suited you. It was spiky and it was pink.
Yeah.
And I went, spiky and pink. Yeah, that would have suited you.
Yeah.
I would have worn it and got pictures taken of it because I'm fun like that. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
I was like,
wait a minute, this is a wig, really? You know?
Yeah, you know, this is going. As soon as it goes, I'm just probably going to end up thinking, but I don't mind my hair being like this.
Look, it's fine as it is.
Yeah. You know, I used to have this thick hair and I used to be this really handsome guy, and now I'm really ugly with hair on the wrong part of my face. You're more handsome
now.
Oh, you do you?
Oh, God.
Oh, thanks for that.
I'm just digging myself a hole here.
If I keep on, I'll get you're one of the most handsomest men in the world, and you're this good looking.
There's pictures of you doing that awful duck face, like.
And in a minute, what happened is you'll go like this. Oh.
God.
Like you did about that guy. But
you know what though? Sorry, Karen.
But no, you're right. Those pictures of me from the past are really bad. You know, I look at some of those pictures. And
you trying to show off because I think is it your dating website kind of pictures or something?
My dating website pictures when I lived in England. One was that suit one of me.
Yeah.
Right, and some of the other ones were like me looking miserable. But, yeah, it's funny because when you look at those pictures, you look at half my facial pictures, I look so miserable in them. And if I'm in a good mood most of the time, you barely see me miserable at all.
Yeah.
But when you take a picture of yourself on your own, it's very hard to be smiling.
Yeah, no, to smile genuinely kind of thing.
Yeah,
So.
without looking fake.
Yeah.
So, you know, but when I look at my first pictures from 2008 when I'm on Facebook, I look like a serial killer. I do, don't I? I've got that look on my face. Like,
you've got that kind of look like, I'm going to kill you.
Yeah, I'm going to kill you and slit your throat and do bad things to you in a big hole. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
I look at him, I'm just like, oh, what was I thinking? You know? It's so weird, though, when you think about it. I'm looking forward to moving back and having an iPhone so I can take more pictures of myself.
More selfies.
Yes, more selfies. That's what I need, more selfies.
Yeah.
If I can get selfies of myself,
especially now where you can do face, you know, you don't have to take the picture in the mirror, so because they're like better quality with the selfies now. It's like that's the funniest thing about that picture of you in the suit. Is so much of that picture is the phone right in the like against the mirror, so it's like your hands like this, and the rest of you's like back here.
Hey, you'll be surprised. That picture, all right, got lots of hits on dating sites.
Oh, really?
It did. Got lots of hits.
Nice suit.
Thank you. I had that suit for years, and I used to wear suits more, but then I stopped. I ended up becoming lazy.
Yeah.
But when I moved back,
more polo shirts.
I definitely do. When I move back, I'm going to get myself more polo shirts, more normal shirts and stuff, and I'm going to dress better because I only dress like this because.
Well, you're in all girls all day, aren't you? So.
Yeah, you know, I've no reason. And when I do go out, I go where it's really, where I've no reason. If I was going out every day and doing stuff, I'd be dressing better.
Yeah, no, exactly.
You know? Like when you'll see me, I'll knock on your door and you'll open the door and you'll see me go like this.
Not today, slam.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I keep cracking jokes with Donna about and when I get back into the East End, they'll talk more East End again. Like,
you're right, love. Do the right slag.
Look, this is my slag over here. And if you mess with her, I'm going to fucking cut you. You know? She says, you better not talk that way. And I'm like, that's how we talk in the East End.
That's how you talk in London, yeah.
And she just always looks at me like, please don't talk like that. And I'm like, so when I meet my cousin and my dad on the day, I'm going to say to them, overact the East End accent so I can just do it with you. Because that'd be
all right, bruv, yeah.
You're all right, cousin. How you doing?
Yeah.
It's doing good, isn't it? How you doing, me old China? You know, come here, you old codger.
You know what you want to do as well? Just talk in all Cockney rhyming slang and just see how far Donna's just stood there going, I have no idea what's just been said.
I said to her, what was it? I said, oh, when you get there, you're going to have to learn the lingo. Right? I said, because they'll understand you, but they'll look at you weird. So I said, you've got to start getting a proper Eastern accent going on. So when someone goes, how you doing? You've got to go, you're trying to mug me off. I'm cheating you. Right? And I said, then they'll like you. Right? And she went, no, they won't. And I went, I will. Let's practice it. So she says it every day now. Right? And I said, come on.
Mean to your wife, seriously. It's like when she's here talking to me and you'll come up with something. Oh, Tash said this. And it's like, I'm sat there going, I did not. You lined it up so rotten. It's like, you never know whether you're being truthful or just dicking with somebody.
What was it? It's like my cousin. My cousin said he had acupuncture.
Right.
And Donald was sitting there and I said, he got it in his penis as well. Right? And he went, no, I didn't. And I went, you did. You told me. No, I didn't. Right. And then we just heard my mum yesterday. And my mum has this thing. She basically, the backstory is when she was younger, she beat this woman back in the head in a privet. Like punched right back. Like, boom, boom, boom.
Oh,
you know?
Right. Yeah.
And dislocated her finger. So when she gets cramp, her finger goes like this. So I've always had this joke with my mum, but what she calls breaking someone's head into a privet is her playing for her own garden, right? And that's why it gets dislocated. Right? And Donna said to me, how can you say that to your mum? I said, it's the East End lifestyle.
It's the East End, yeah.
You know, I said, it's the East End lifestyle. You know, like, and like that joke I said to you, wasn't it, about the referendum with the, how I said to you about, and now we can go back to inbred again. Right? Like joking, right? And Donna just looks at me like,
yeah, it's that exasperation. She's just like,
she just looks at me like, what the hell is this? No, because I've always been able to joke with my mum about sex and stuff.
Yeah.
You know? Always been able to joke about it.
Mm.
And so I always say that she basically privets her own garden, and she always says it's because of the thing, because she gets bad finger cramp. So I always go, so you've been busy again today, have you?
Nice. Classy.
Very classy. You know, what got some classy guy?
Dear.
Yeah. Oh, dear.
I'll tell you, so apparently, not to do with your mum's garden, but, no, sorry.
You can't get that out of your head now, can you?
I'm trying to find a way to change the subject without seeming like I'm totally ignoring you. So, so you know I had my age insulted the other week.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Not to do with my age, but I had this carer turn up last week to take me shopping. Apparently she hadn't been told that she was taking me shopping. So she turns up and she's fascinated by... Apparently she was fascinated by... Sorry, I just got a message from Donna. She's fascinated by all my DVDs and that. She's like, oh, look at all these movies. Oh, Boba Fett, Teddy, that's awesome. Not as good as the Star Trek was.
That's what she said, was it? Boba Fett, Teddy?
No, sorry.
Yeah, I think this woman's got mental health conditions. I mean,
I'm trying not to look elsewhere while chatting. So anyway, she's looking at all my DVDs and that. She's like, oh my God, you have amazing DVDs. And then she saw like my computer consoles and was like, oh, I love gaming as well. And then she's looking at that. Honestly, she was just like geeking out over all my stuff and that. And she seemed to be under the impression that she was there, like here to like just play games or something. I don't know what she thought she was here to do. But, and I was like, I stood there with like my bags and everything ready. And I'm like, and because it was referendum day, weren't it? And I was going to be picked up to go vote. Yeah. So I'm like, I got half hour. I'm like, well, I got to go shopping. She's like, oh. So anyway, because then she was talking about YouTube and that. She's like, I want to do YouTube videos. She said, I want to do like gameplay videos. I was like, yeah, I do that. I said, I do first impressions videos. I said, you know. She's like, oh, really? I said, yeah, and then I said about a review, and she's like, oh, can I see some? And I'm like, so I showed her like a couple of clips from like Uncharted and Fallout. But then I said, well, I do reviews as well, and I showed her a quick clip from the start of Glover. And she said after a while, she's like, wait, is that you? I was like, yeah. She's like, oh, I thought that was like somebody professional. I'm like, what? She's like, I thought you'd like gotten somebody professional to do the voiceover. She said, you sound really professional. And I'm like, I don't know if that's an insult or a...
I think this woman's high on crack.
Thank you.
No, not that bit. I'm saying the whole thing. She seems to be all like, oh, this, that. She seems to be like on everything but what she was supposed to be doing.
Yeah, no, exactly. But I wasn't sure if she was insulting me, saying that I don't normally sound professional, kind of thing.
I think you sound quite professional doing the video, especially the Glover one.
I hate my voice generally, but it was just so weird when she was like, "Oh, you sound professional." It's just like,
yeah, that's quite nice, though, isn't it? I mean, yeah, I would say you do really good jobs when it comes to the voices.
Yeah. But it just made me sound like, oh, when you talk normally, you sound like shit.
I think if you've got a script,
yeah,
I think
and you're presenting
it really does sound professional.
Yeah.
If you haven't, then it's like me. You're over the place because you're thinking of things to say.
Yeah, and I know I'm an R a lot, but
I think we all do that.
It just made me sound really, really like it was nice in a way. Especially as somebody who doesn't like my own voice, you know, for her to say that my video sounded professional was really nice. But at the same time, it made me think, are you trying to say normally I sound like shit? The fact that she didn't even recognise my voice for like the first minute of the video. I'm like,
well, weird. Did you go shopping though?
well, briefly, literally just picked up a couple of things like cat food, and one of the carers said that I've got really dry skin on my face, so she recommended me getting some like moisturizer, like cream stuff. So.
Trying to make you get your skin better, right?
So yeah, we picked up some cream. So I've only used it once since, but
trying to get you to be one of those fashion women, eh? Get all the cream on there and get that dry skin off. And
I'm aware. I'm not all that bothered, but I am aware. I do have quite a bit of, and apparently my face has been really dry lately. So, and I think it's just the change in weather and stuff. And I've had such bad headaches. Like I know headaches don't have anything to do with your skin condition, but I think it can all, like stress and that can take its toll, can't it? So
definitely.
Sleep being all over the place, so it's just so difficult, especially because of my bloody ankle and shoulder, and especially not really having much movement in this arm, or being able to walk around. It's so frustrating, like trying to get comfortable at night and stuff. So
yeah, it's like me. I sleep like 11 hours at night now.
Really?
Yeah, I wake up hungover from how much sleep I've had.
Well, yeah.
I'm like, oh, it's really that time.
You feel rough, like you don't feel like you've had any sleep, kind of thing.
Yeah, like I'll wake up at 6 and then I'll turn over and it's 9 a.m.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a weird experience.
Oh my God, they've got a Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman! Donna's favourite character.
What's this one?
Build-A-Bear. She sent a load of pictures from like Build-A-Bear. Like there's a Chewbacca. That Chewbacca one is amazing, by the way. But yeah, apparently there's a Wonder Woman. Actually, it looks like your ideal girlfriend, to be honest, Malcolm.
Oh,
it could be a girlfriend. Well, seeing as you did technically sleep with Wonder Woman.
I did.
This is a girlfriend for Malk Ted. Look, I gotta show this. Look!
Oh, yeah, it looks like it would be great together.
Milk Ted and Wonder Woman could go off and have their little canoodle.
That's actually quite nice, actually.
That's quite nice. That is amazing.
Yeah.
Actually, genuinely, look. It does. Actually. Well, not really, because unfortunately Mulder ate the freaking nose. But it does kind of look like Malk Ted.
That's a little bit, doesn't it?
Not much. It would help if my dog hadn't eaten the nose, but I guess, yeah, but the grateful thing is thanks to Mulder eating the nose, Malk's face can now go on.
Yeah, it fits perfectly.
Yeah, because otherwise the nose would be sticking out a bit, so. Yeah. So, have you been watching any movies or that? Because you've been watching a lot of wrestling lately. Have you gone back to watching any movies?
I haven't watched any movies. I'm going to watch a couple tonight, or one at least. I'm going to watch Pray for Death or Rage of Honor.
Right.
Because
I've not seen either of those.
It's because I've got them coming in the post.
Or are your that you should review?
No, they were. I was looking on eBay for them, and I could buy them for $6 each.
Yeah. On
the Blu-ray, and basically they were, like review copies.
Right. Yeah.
So I thought, I'll get them because I can put them in my English. I can put in my English versions when I get them, and I've got the special features then from the ones over here.
Yeah.
So I basically bought them up for that. And they're coming today, so I'm probably going to watch one of them today. Probably Rage of Honor, because I haven't seen Rage of Honor in years, but I watched Pray for Death like 2 years ago.
All right, yeah.
So probably watch Rage of Honor.
Yeah.
Both got Sho Kasurian. There's a ninja. I love the ninja.
Nice. Well, I caught up with my Skybox. I was gutted though, because I said I'd started taping Slasher, because you'd been mentioning it on was it Alex recommended it to you or
Ashley?
Oh, Ashley. Sorry, I apologise. But so I thought, I'll check that out. Except then what I didn't realise is apparently it must have been like a mid-season break or something, because when the adverts were airing, it was like, starts tonight, this, that and the other. I recorded it. It was episode 7. I went to watch it. It was episode 7. I was like,
yeah, because it's only 8 episodes.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Well, the first one's really good. I've only watched the first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
And the first one was really good. But the second one I didn't enjoy as much.
Right,
I'm trying to get the Scream Season 2 series to watch.
Oh, yeah.
It's on TV.
Did you watch the first one?
Yeah, I watched the first season. I didn't think much of it.
Right, yeah.
Not enough.
But you still want to check out Season 2?
Well, Season 2's got 16 episodes instead of 10.
Really?
So there better be more deaths in it.
Yeah. Mind you, the amount of deaths in Game of Thrones at the moment, I'm impressed there's anybody left.
And it went in the last episode.
Yeah, the last episode was last night, and I just watched it today. And it was a massacre. I was just sat there going, what? And now, a lot of people have died over this season anyway, but I was just sat there going, holy crap.
Yeah. Now that it's ended,
you're hoping there's more in...
Now that it's ended, I can watch Season 5 and 6 now, back to back.
That'll be good, yeah.
But yeah, I'm hoping there's more deaths in the Scream TV series.
Yeah.
Because one of the people from the Scream TV series is at Comic-Con this year.
Yeah, I heard
plays
that.
Audrey.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. I'll watch it when I get around to it.
Sorry.
I'll watch it when I get around to it. Like, I didn't watch Bates Motel, but I have to be in the mood to watch these shows,
Yeah.
So.
Well, I deleted Scream Queens.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't that. I didn't even try it because the first episode that I recorded was episode 5. And originally, I thought they were like 20-minute long episodes on something, some kind of parody. I wasn't. And it turns out they're a whole 42 minutes long. And I'm like, yeah, no, that's a lot of time to miss, 4 episodes. So I might see if I can get it cheap on DVD or something.
Don't bother.
Or whatever. Or
let me see if I can
download. Yeah.
I need your email address.
Yeah, because I was also going to ask you regarding Aquarius Season 2, because that's starting. So. All
right. Well, we'll talk about it after.
Yeah.
All right. And then we'll think of a Faye. All right.
Yeah. Provider. I was joking to this carer today because she was telling me that she had some way of downloading something else. And I said, that's all right. For when the X-Files aired, I said I had a dealer that helped me. So give me my fix. But no, so I've been watching Outcast, haven't I? And we've had 3 episodes.
Yeah.
The fascinating thing for me is the guy that's in it, he actually has the I Want to Believe X-Files poster on his wall.
Oh.
No. Not about. But my point is the curiosity. Because there are going to be people that weren't around for the X-Files, right? And obviously they'll come to associate that poster now with Outcast quite depressingly. And I'm curious about the royalties fee. Because obviously that's what that poster's known for, is the X-Files. That was what it was popular in. And, of course, it's still used in the X-Files. Now, obviously, Outcasts are trying to do this pop culture kind of reference. And I get that the idea is that because of, belief being a big thing kind of about the series, that I guess it makes sense for it to be there. But at the same time, it's like, there are going to be people... What? I mean, have you seen, this is a problem with, shows or movies that make pop culture references and people don't always get that it's from something else. They immediately associate it with that one thing, don't they, sometimes? So what do you think about homages to...
I've watched films where I haven't realised there were homages to something until I've watched the original.
Yeah.
And then I've gone, that's why they did it and that. Right? Like, like, for instance, Can't Buy Me Love. It's one of my favourite teen romance comedies.
Right, yeah.
Back in the 80s, you know?
Yeah.
And I saw a film. I can't remember what the film was. It was a film like Easy 8, something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And at the end, they drive off on the mower.
Right, yeah.
At the end of the film. I don't know if it's easy or not because I can't remember, but it was a film like that.
It's just an example, yeah.
Right? And I saw it in the film. I was like, I remember this from something. Right?
Yeah.
And I was like, there we go. Right? Because I thought of it. But it's amazing when you see these things and they blatantly are there in your face.
Yeah.
But you don't realise it until either before or after. When you realise it like a year later, like that's where it was from.
Yeah.
Right?
And then you're like comparing, you're like, is that better or worse? Or, you know?
I mean, I don't know. When it comes to things, I think it's like comedies when they do it. You know, they get dated by it.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's like you watch some movies, especially like chick flicks or something, and they're going on about MySpace, their MySpace profile, and you're like, wow, how to date a movie is the MySpace. Well,
it's like in 30 years from now, we probably won't even have Facebook.
No, it's like probably 10 years from now, we won't have Facebook.
Can you imagine your memories 25 years ago today?
Oh, yeah. Can you imagine?
It's mental. That's why I've got to take lots of pictures of myself so I can go, whoa, you were one handsome fella back in the day. You know? But I don't know. You know, I think it's one of those things where you date, something gets dated. I'm trying to think of something that's dated by it. And New Jack City is a good example.
Oh, yeah.
You watch New Jack City, you know the Wesley Snipes gangster movie.
Yeah.
And I'm your brother's keeper and all this stuff. And you watch it, and the clothing, the way they talk, the way they are, it's so dated. And it's so of the culture of the time.
Yeah.
So when you watch it, I watch it and I'm like, this is brilliant. I love this, right? Because it's just as bad as watching an 80s movie.
Yeah, it's like,
Right? But my cousin, we were talking about it, he went, have you watched that film? It's so dated now because of the pop culture references in it. And I'm like, but that's what makes it so special. Because I remember that stuff.
Yeah.
You know? But if you ask a kid now, right, let's say I was 10 now and I grew up to be 20, I'd have no idea what half that stuff was.
No, exactly.
No, it's like me. I like watching stuff in the 80s. But it doesn't mean I understand everything about the 80s.
No, exactly. You don't pick up... I mean, there's probably reference... I mean, because... You know, I was watching... I mean, especially the first episode of Outcast. It was totally ripping off The Exorcist. And obviously not everybody's seen The Exorcist. So...
Hold on. Stop the phone.
Yeah.
Who the hell?
Who hasn't seen The Exorcist?
Who the hell hasn't seen The Exorcist? Let me just give you a warning. If you haven't seen The Exorcist, you're under a rock, and you haven't seen a good horror movie. All right? If you haven't seen The Exorcist and you still think it's shit, go fuck yourself. But if you've seen all the movies, all the Exorcist films, why the hell did you watch the others? The first one's all
You idiot.
Yeah, you idiots. You only watched the first one. You know, that was probably, that's probably the best moment of the chat for me right there, you see?
Yeah. I'm waiting for it, because Donna doesn't like horror movies, so I'm waiting for her to pipe up and go, I've never seen The Exorcist. She probably has, actually. So it's just... Everybody
has to have seen The Exorcist. I remember to this day, my mum bought me the VHS for my birthday.
Yeah.
And she went, I bought you this, son, because I want you to see what a real horror film is. You'll be scared. You'll probably piss yourself. You'll probably have shit running down your leg. Right? And I went like this, really? Wow. Go watch it. Yeah. Watched it. Halfway through, I was laughing at it. Yeah.
That's like me for Halloween. Like I said, we were on holiday. And it was my sister's birthday is the day before Halloween, which probably makes about sense, I guess. So we were on holiday for her birthday, and it was Halloween the same, when we were away. And the TV were advertising, the horror movie Halloween on tonight, and I was like, oh, I've never had the chance to watch this. So everybody else had gone to bed. I stayed up to watch it, while we're on holiday. So I'm sat there, and all of a sudden I'm sat watching it, and I was like, this is so boring. I mean, I get it now more, if you know what I mean. I get its place in history and stuff. But I was just sat there, I was like, you know, this had been hyped up as the horror movie so much to me, and I was just like, okay, I've seen worse. And then when I finally got to watch The Exorcist, that whole stuff with like the guy going around the ruins and everything, like that goes on for like 2 hours at the beginning of the movie. And I mean, bearing in mind, I'd seen all the spin-offs, you know, like Repossessed and all the parodies like from Scary Movie and stuff like that of The Exorcist. So when I finally sat down to watch the actual movie, and all I had in my head was all the parodies of that scene.
No, all I ever remember when I think about The Exorcist, I remember the Scary Movie 2.
Where she's pissing on the floor.
Where she says, F me, and he's on top of her, giving it to her.
Yeah.
And when he's on the toilet and he's got all the flies landing on
all the flies, yeah.
Oh, whenever I think The Exorcist, I have to think of Scary Movie 2.
Yeah, that
Just
was what, because I saw Scary Movie 2 before I saw the actual Exorcist. I knew what it was referencing, you know, when I saw Scary Movie 2. But yeah, I hadn't seen the movie at the time, so when I finally watched it, it was so boring. And I do feel like The Exorcist for me is like 2001: A Space Odyssey. Everything leading up to that most famous scene is boring. And then you get to the most famous scene and you've like, I've seen all the parodies, I've seen all the references, I know this off by heart. And you're sat there going, wow, it's not as amazing as everything always made it out to be to me. You know?
Oh, you know, when I was younger, I remember seeing, after watching the first Exorcist, I can't remember what the other Exorcist one was that I saw, but she's laying in bed and her face just melts. It just goes, and I remember seeing that, and that's always stuck with me because I was so young when it happened.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, apparently Donna has messaged. So.
I'm under a rock. I've not seen Exorcist. I was bored, mate. Well, they can't be fun for everybody. It's like Westerns, isn't it? One day, some people love Westerns and some people hate them.
Yeah.
You know, some people like comedies, some people don't.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? I mean, I like martial arts films, but you won't say you're a big fan of them, would you?
No, I like them in small doses. So, yeah. You know, yeah.
So I mean, you know, people, if you said to me tomorrow, have you watched this film? More than likely, I'm going to say, no, I haven't seen that film. Because
yeah, exactly.
So, you know, but still, you know, I would think everybody would know what The Exorcist is because they would have heard about it, surely.
Yeah, again, it's all, you know the references and this, that, and the other. But, yeah, Outcast was totally ripping it off. And like I say, I remember seeing the X-Files poster. I was just like, oh, that's cool. And then it started to sink into me that I was like, when it turned up in the next couple of episodes, you know, in the background, I was like, that's actually kind of sad that there's going to be people that don't get what that's a reference from. But the thing is I've watched 3 episodes now, and I'm just sat watching it going, it kind of sums up, and you probably have it as well, because we've talked about this, like, generally, like, with the state of current horror movies kind of thing. Oh, I played that bloody demo of Resident Evil 7, even though I'd seen the playthrough.
Hold on a minute.
Sorry.
Donna says, totally enjoyed the chat so far. Unfortunately, have to go as driving early tomorrow. P.S. Still love Westerns. LOL. Well, you take care, Donna. It was nice seeing you.
Yeah, thank you so much for turning up.
Have a good, safe trip tomorrow.
Yeah, big hugs. Take care. Have a good drive. So
what's that about the new Resident Evil one? You played it?
Yeah, I played it. I did it differently because I'd seen PewDiePie's playthrough. And one thing that got me in his playthrough is he didn't go up the stairs. So I was like, right, I'm going to make sure to go up the stairs and that. Now, I loved it. It's called Beginning Hour, but it definitely doesn't last an hour. I cleared it in literally like 3 minutes.
Seriously?
Yeah, I was done. Like, I got through and I got up the stairs, and you get like this phone call, and I picked up the phone, and then before I could leave this room, the guy that knocks you out, like to mark the end of the gameplay, that happened. I was like, wait, I've only been playing for literally
a lot of people are saying that it's not actually first person. But the reason that it's in first person is for people with Oculus Rift.
Yeah, because it's going to be VR,
But in a lot of cases, it's going to be third person.
Oh, really? I thought they were
apparently,
just pulling it to make it look like another PT, to be honest.
apparently you can play Resident Evil 6 in first person.
Really?
Yeah, apparently.
I always remember, I found out the cheat code to change Rainbow Six Vegas into third person. And I tried it because I was like, oh, come on, I'm better with third person games. I changed it and I couldn't stand it. It was awful. I was like, actually, I need to change back to first person. You know, like with Fallout when I've played it and I keep changing between the two, don't I? Because for certain things,
it's like Mirror's. It's like Mirror's Edge. I saw someone play that in third person.
Yeah.
And it was horrible.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't imagine playing Mirror's Edge in third person because it's like the whole idea is that you're experiencing that free running kind of thing. So
I think go on.
No, carry.
I was going to say, when I watched the Umbrella Corps video, the gun was here and the guy was shooting like this. Right? And throughout the whole video, Angry Joe goes, "Fuck this game," and all this. You know? And a lot of people were complaining in the comment section.
Really?
Oh, we
Saying
don't
he was
want
wrong.
No, going, why didn't you review something better like Uncharted 4? And you're
Yeah,
like,
because he didn't do that because he didn't add it to his. He said he wanted to, but he couldn't do it. So because he was busy with other stuff. So,
well, what annoys me about it is just be happy with what he's putting up.
Yeah, exactly. It's like he's providing free content. You know, it's not like you're getting charged to watch it.
If you want to pay a subscription fee, then yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's when you can start complaining about what gets reviewed. But
But it was funny. I don't watch a lot of his reviews just because they're so long.
yeah, no, and I find him very self-indulgent. Like he seems to like himself a lot, you know, kind of thing.
Well, yeah, and the fact that he likes to just go over the same thing like multiple times.
And he thinks he and his mate are so funny. It's like other Joe. I find other Joe annoying, to be honest.
Well, I find him a little bit simple.
It really, yeah.
You know, in a way. But then saying that, if you've got a successful channel, then you probably love yourself too. You know what I mean?
Mm.
But if someone's saying, "Hey, Tash, you're the greatest," and that on all your videos, you'd start getting a bit self-indulgent too, because you'd be like, "Yeah, I'm the greatest. I'm awesome." You know, and with me, I just have to look in the mirror.
Yeah, that's all you have to do to remind yourself. You're just like,
I just have to go like this.
yeah.
But you know, I don't know.
But the thing about Outcast is, it did remind me because I've seen quite a few of the possession kind of movies, and you know, like haunting movies and stuff like that, and it just reminded me that it's the same thing over and over again.
It is.
And it's not like it's something like Supernatural or, you know, that kind of show where you have different monsters of the week and stuff.
Yes.
It's just each week, it's like for 3 episodes, it's been somebody gets possessed, they try and figure out how to take the demon out. And I'm sat there and I'm like, and sometimes you're led to believe it might not be a demon. And then it turns out the guy is the outcast guy, that he might be special, but he might not be special. And I'm just sat there going,
you know, I mean, I always found this to be, it's like if I watch Angel now, right?
Yeah.
Angel had the demon of the week. And back in the 90s, it was fine. In 2000, so it was fine. Now, if I go back to that, I'm like, oh, I enjoyed this episode. Yeah, I watched another one. Then I start getting bored because I'm like, it's the same thing.
You can't really binge watch it. Yeah.
When I was a kid, I could because it's like, oh, this is so fresh.
Yeah.
So cool. But now Monster of the Week stuff bores me because I'm like, seen it all before.
Yeah, but at least with say that, they change it up each week.
Well, at least it's different.
At least, yeah, but Outcast, it's just the same thing. And I've watched 3 episodes, and I'm like, I mean, there's an element that I guess I'm curious. Like, they do a lot of these random, you know, like shots for shot's sake. You know, like where you'll just have this, you know, trying to be artistic, where you'll have this close-up on an eyeball, and then some random shot of something else, and you're like, is this supposed to be symbolic? You know, like, just trying to be clever, and it's just like, I'm sat there like, and to be honest, I'm kind of curious to watch more, but at the same time, I don't think I can stick with it. Yeah. I mean, because you said you're not interested in it, didn't you? Or
yeah, I'm not interested in it at all, really, because I feel like it's bullshit.
Same old, same, yeah.
Like if you've seen the same old same thing, why watch something again? You know, it's like superhero stuff. I don't mind it, but if I've seen it all before, why do I need to watch it again?
No, exactly. So I'm seriously considering quitting that. I might give it another episode just to see if anything actually starts to pay off. But the only other thing I'm watching at the moment is actually on is Wayward Pines, the second season. And I'm a bit annoyed because they got rid of Matt Dillon's character. He died off at the end of the last season.
Yeah.
And now they've gotten the guy out of Speed 2, Cruise Control.
I remember that film.
Yeah. Everybody slates that movie, but I actually kind of liked it.
Oh, dear.
Not liked in a, it's an amazing movie. Just in a, I find it kind of watchable. I think maybe I'm just it's like Willem Dafoe's being the most cheesiest of evil guys and stuff like that. It's one of those passing the time kind of movies for me. I'm not saying it's a good movie. I find it more watchable than some people. I've seen it recently on so many worst movie ever lists. I'm just like, there are a lot worse movies than that, kind of thing. So, but it's got him in it, and he doesn't look much different from Matt Dillon. So it's like they've got the same character. I mean, he's a different role. He's playing a doctor instead. But I feel like he's been filled in. This is one thing I hate, when they get rid of a character in a show and they put somebody into the, especially the ensemble cast, Criminal Minds and NCIS. Yeah. They get rid of, say, the dark-haired lady. So they put another dark-haired lady in the group. Or Bones was the other one. They got rid of the psychologist guy, and then they got in another guy that didn't look much different from him. So it's like, why can't you put in a fresh face that actually does look individual instead of a cookie cutter, production?
Well, I do think it's weird that they want to replace people the same way. I think if you're going to make it like how they brought in the blonde girl, didn't they? In NCIS, I thought that was good. Yeah, even though she was awful.
But then again, they got rid of a woman and replaced with a woman, because that spot was always filled by a woman. It's like, we've got all these guys, we got rid of a woman, we better put another woman in, because obviously there has to be the token woman on the team.
Yeah.
So say they've got rid of Donoso now. They're not going to go, right, to change it up, let's put another woman on the team. There'll be another guy in that slot. And I bet you he'll be dark-haired.
Probably.
And, that kind of cocky, wide-eyed kind of, guy or something. I don't like that. I don't like that replacement. I wish they would change it up, like you say.
I wish they would. I mean, sometimes you need to mix things up. I remember when... a good example is Martial Law. They had a woman in it. She was blonde, and she was a kick-ass woman in it. And she left, and they replaced her with another one who looked almost identical.
Really? Jeez.
Yeah. It was ridiculous.
See, at least when NCIS changed it to Ziva, she was Israeli. She was very different from the white American FBI agent kind of thing. She was from another agency, but she was different, racially and just, language barrier and stuff like that. It was different.
I preferred Kate, though.
I liked Kate, and I was sad that she had to go. I get why the actress left.
I was like, no!
I couldn't believe that. I was just sat there like, what? What? That was really sad, yeah.
I was shocked by that, but...
So I cleared my Skybox, and I'm actually going to get back to Netflix for a little while, I think.
Hey!
I may actually finally get through Better Call Saul Season 2 and Daredevil Season 2. Because they've got Foggy from Daredevil at Comic-Con.
Oh, nice. Well, apparently, Scream, the TV show, is actually on Netflix, Nicholas, so you might want to give that a go.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What? Because it's clearly your favourite show ever.
I'm just saying, you might want to give it a go.
Yeah. I might give it a try if it is on. Yeah.
The second season is on over there, new episodes are put on every week. So it might have it where the first season's on there.
Okay.
It's only 10 episodes the first season.
Are they doing it weekly? Because usually when they add something, they I really want to check out Orange is the New Black at some point, but
I did every season out on Blu-ray and ended up saying it without even watching it.
what?
Orange is the New Black.
Yeah, they've only just started season 2, haven't they?
What do you mean, number 4?
Number 4, yeah. Sorry, ignore me.
The thing
but
I've
you had all the
realised,
sets and you got rid of it.
the thing is, I've realised now, it's never buy something you can watch for free on Netflix.
Yeah, I know, right?
You know? But get this. So I was on there. I put on Netflix the first time in over a month, and it said my Netflix is going up.
Yeah, mine's gone up as well.
Mine's
by like
going
50p.
Mine's going up by like $5.
What?
Yeah, it's $9.99 now.
Jeez.
I was like, screw you, I'm not paying that. And then I was like, Donna, can you pay the bill, please?
That's a steep hike.
I'm compressing. In case I was doing, I was compressing the Night Manager for you.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Because I needed to do it in 2 separate folders so you could, get it over the thing.
Ah, right, yeah.
So I'm compressing it. That's what I was clicking on because I thought that one I can send to you as soon as we finish the chat then.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah. That'd be cool.
Because of the annoyance of my bloody account.
Yeah, well, somebody was saying, the carer that I was talking to, I was saying about Skype, and she said they were obviously onto that, kind of thing. So I said, that sucks.
It does suck because John used to send me videos for it.
Yeah.
Of himself dancing around naked.
That's like when I sent you the review videos, the first impressions videos and stuff. It's sad to think that I couldn't do that on that.
What's annoying now is it means the GTA ones are going to have to be sent in small folders.
I know, right? It's just like,
Well, because you took your time. I told you, get it done, but you didn't want to get it done, and now look what happened.
You still got the other videos that you haven't done anything with.
At this rate, you should just put them on a hard drive and wait for me to move back and then give them to me on a hard drive.
Well, you could do the other. You've still got other folders to work with, so.
Possibly.
Hey, because you were talking about doing more video. Are you gonna? Because you were going to make an announcement, weren't you? Yeah,
I'm going to do a video about you. I'm going to put the video about the bully that is Tash.
The what? The virus, did you say?
No, I said the bully.
Oh, okay.
Could you imagine if I did a video being mean about you? Could you imagine how terrible that would be? That'd probably be one of the most heartbreaking things I could ever do to you. That'd be awful. Can you imagine that? That'd be absolutely disgusting. I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to do it.
I thought it was if you told me I'm going to do a jokey video, depending on what was going to be in it, then I wouldn't be so bad. But
there's joking. The problem with joking with people on things like that is you got to be very careful.
Yeah, because people take stuff seriously.
I'm one of those people, but most of the time I'll take everything people say as a joke.
Yeah.
But you know what it's like. Sometimes people won't take it as a joke because you can be too harsh.
Yeah.
A good example is I remember James back in the day, and I know I'm not supposed to mention James, but I want to mention this because this is a funny moment. Is he was in the chat with Alex and Claudia and that. Right. And I used to always call his thing my crappy DVD reviews, didn't I?
Oh yeah.
So I said that about his thing. And he laughed. He thought it was hysterical. But Alex said, my shitty DVD reviews. And James was like...
Even though they meant the same thing.
Yeah, even though they meant the same thing. And Alex said, oh no, it's my crappy DVD reviews. And then James said, yeah. Oh my God. So what I mean is, it's funny how people can...
interpret things different, yeah.
Especially from different people. But I might joke with you about
you're ogling up so and so, and it's like, okay, no, people will take that seriously, and it's kind of, start bad rumours and stuff. I don't like that. That's
why I always joke about stuff like that with you privately. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Because if I did that in thingy, then it'd be a bit out of order. Because people might go, "Oh, really? Oh, okay."
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, I mean, it's just it's difficult because some stuff. I mean, like we've had comments, and you try and just take them as a joke, but they can hurt at the core, kind of things. So
yeah, I mean, it's there's joking to a person, and there's been horrible joking.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm always always try and be careful about it, because people can sometimes get the wrong idea and think you're being mean for the sake of being mean.
Yeah. I'll have to send you the picture of me getting the trophy for that 10 elites, because it's just this picture that's like in red, and I'm like about jumping to the side, so it's like it's just some random sideways jump. You know, the sideways jump you can do, kind of thing.
Oh, you must be so proud of getting that.
Sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up again, but the reason I brought it up is because there was also this picture where I died, and like my character's doing the splits and is bent forward, and it looks like my character's smelling her farts.
Oh.
It's just like my eyes.
I'll be proud when you can get mine for me.
Yeah. That's if it lets me get on as you.
It should do.
Yeah.
And then all I've got to do is get 5 more, probably, and then voila, there it is. There's the trophy. That'd be brilliant. I could actually be happy over the moon. I'd be over the moon if you could get that. I'd be like,
Let
this
me
woman
get
did.
mine first, and then
I was like, this woman
how many
deserves.
different flats can Tash get you? It's
Yeah, but this happened to be an actual hard one.
yeah.
And you know, you could count.
Why? Well, no.
Oh.
To be fair, that is true. But
Yeah, exactly. That'd be like me getting that bloody Zombie Army Trilogy one.
I'm
You know?
sorry, that one, you do this on purpose to wind me up, because no, the one you can take credit for is the Get Out of Hell one.
All right, we'll do the Get Out of Hell one. If you can get that Division one, I'll be over the moon.
Yeah.
And that
I can try. I'll get mine first, and then because I'll have to log out.
That'd be like the Get Out of Hell one, then.
Yeah.
Oh, I tell you.
Because I'll have to log out as me and then log in as you, so I'll get mine done and then.
Do you remember the chat we did with John where he thought I was flexing my muscles when I was stretching?
Yeah, you were like just. He's like, yeah, flex it. It's like, I thought you were just yawning, but whatever.
Yeah, I was just like, what? Talk about John, he ain't popped in, has he?
No, you know what? I love last week. You had everybody complaining about how we weren't around, and now we're here, and no sods. Donna's turned up, but what? I know nobody turned up.
Mulder's saying he turned up.
Yeah. It's like I'm here.
He turned up, and that's what matters.
What? Come on. Come say hello to everybody. You know,
Mulder.
He can't hear you. That's the funniest thing.
No.
Because I got the headphone in. Mulder. Up. What? Is something? What's wrong? I think he wants to go out.
Oh, you mean go out to...
Might need it. Oh, do you need wee-wees or something? Yeah, bye. Good luck on that one.
he's coming back.
He's like, a bitch. You just said. Oh, no, he's laying down.
I think he just likes being near you.
That's all it is. He just wants attention all the time.
Poor little thing.
It's such a difficult life being him, clearly. So.
Oh, I can imagine it is.
Can't believe it's 11:15 already.
I can't believe it is either. It's gone really quick, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, it takes so long. I did that compressing, and it's got 7 minutes and 30 seconds left.
Really? Yeah.
Normally it takes about 10 minutes. So it's been like 28 minutes.
That's insane. They've been advertising this Ghostbusters movie a lot lately, and I'm just like, oh, God.
Oh, yeah. You're going to watch it in the cinema, are you?
Oh, yeah. You know what? All the movies that I want to watch, that is the one that I'm like, yeah, I must go watch that.
Ghostbusters or Suicide Squad, pick Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
I'll tell you this, a lot of people, because they're making a parody one, you know, like a sex parody porno.
Well,
And a lot of people are like, I hope it's the same as the movie. You know, where they want it to be like a big Melissa McCarthy like character.
Oh,
Going around and like Chris Hemsworth character dressed up as Thor. Going, I'm gonna put the hammer down. Brilliant.
I was going to ask you actually. Not to do with Ghostbusters. Sorry. Yeah, I'm not going to be watching Ghostbusters. I might like check it out cheap or something, but
I won't watch it either, probably.
So I played the Lego Star Wars Force Awakens demo.
Oh, the demo, yeah.
Yeah. And it sounded like, and I'm not. Oh, it was so. Did you play it?
Nope, because I've got the game tomorrow.
Ah, okay. I love when they show Kylo Ren. That's all I'll say. When they show him in his bedroom, that was so funny. But I'm not saying it is, but it kind of sounds like they've taken sound clips from the actual movie and dubbed them on.
Yeah,
yeah,
because they did it in the other games.
Oh, was that in the other games? They weren't just like people doing the voices.
Yeah, because they've got like because it's got like an echoey kind of feel.
Yeah, it's got that like echoey kind of. Yeah, it sounds like the music's been dubbed out or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it made me think of like was it the Rambo game that had? Was it Rambo or it was one of the Sylvester Stallone ones? Where I think it was Rambo, where they did exactly the same thing, where they just took clips from the movie, and put it on. And I'm like, I mean, do you think that's good or bad? Or,
I think it's bullshit because I think it cheapens the game, you know?
Yeah.
Because don't get me wrong, we want them, but it should be redone for better quality.
Yeah. Like new lines and stuff, you know?
Because the Avengers game, you know, the one before this one.
Yeah.
It had the exact same problem.
Really?
Where they were like, we had that echoey kind of loudness to it.
Yeah. And you can hear the click, not the click, but that kind of connection between the two files.
I don't like it. I don't like that. And to me, that puts me off the games a bit. Did it make you want to buy the game?
See, I stand by the fact that I think the Lego games were better when they didn't have voices in.
I tried playing more without voices and I thought it was horrendous.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I thought it was awful.
But I just loved that it was more told through, you know, like expressions and those little, like, sounds and stuff. And it made me sad with Force Awakens. I mean, I liked it. It was your standard Lego game, really. Although I got annoyed with it because there were times where I could not figure out for the life of me what to do. And I was stood in this, like, 5 foot by 5 foot pen. And I'm like, what do I do? And I'm, like, changing between the characters. Because normally, like, on the older ones, not old ones, but, you know, like, previous editions, you would have like the hint come up to show what character should do something with it, but it didn't really come up with that. And I'm like, okay, and then you like it would come up with like a button press, so you're like pressing the button, but then the character would stand there and go, and I'm like, and I could not for the life of me. And this happened a good number of times, and also at one point it turns into a cover-based shooting game. Where you take cover and you're shooting and I'm like, wait, this is a Lego game? Am I playing Uncharted or a Lego game?
Well,
and I just, sorry, you were going to say something.
What I was going to say was, I mean, I played most of the older games, you know, the later ones. Like Marvel Superheroes, Marvel Lego, Batman 3. And they end up becoming more than what they should be. Like, there's going to be Millennium Falcon space missions.
Really? Yeah.
And you've got to get mini kits and all this other stuff. And you do it for it, and you're just like...
I was playing this... I did get to the bit where you play as the Millennium Falcon trying to escape from the TIE fighters and that. And the controls were awful.
They are. Because
they were reversed. So... Not reversed, but you know, like if you click down on the stick where you would think you would pull up, but it was going down towards the sand, and I'm like, it was a real struggle to adjust to the controls. Kind of. When
I had to go around getting all the gold bricks.
Yeah,
I had to go when I had to fly through the end, go through the things. I threw my controller on the floor like 25 times, getting stressed at doing it. And I took a break, and then the next day I just went straight through them perfectly. Because I knew exactly what I was doing.
Step away. Yeah, you have to play it like 50 times so fast.
But we pre-ordered it from Best Buy.
All right, yeah.
All right, but I'm thinking about quitting that, and because I got a $25 gift voucher certificate, I'm thinking about using that in GameStop and just getting the season pass version.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because you get a little figure in it as well.
Oh, really?
Oh, Finn.
Cool.
Is it Finn, the black guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a little Lego figure of him.
Nice.
Let me see if I can get up and show you. Hold on.
Yeah, that'd be cool. But yeah, I was just playing it and I found the controls a little clunky at times, and I didn't get why BB-8 makes a trail in the sand, but when the Ray or Finn walked across, it didn't leave any footprints, kind of thing.
Did it look nice though?
It looked nice. It did look nice, and you know what? Like I say, but it just put me off with that because it was the sound files that were really grating on me, especially what's her face that plays Ray. It was so wooden because obviously she, you're supposed to see the physicality of her playing that role, kind of thing, and it's just dumped over these plastic figures.
Yeah.
But I did like they then cut to Kylo Ren doing the whole talking to Darth Vader's mask bit, and then like somebody opens a door and you see that he's stood in this like kids, room with like posters on the wall, like fanboy Darth Vader lampshade, and it was so funny. And I was like, it's stuff like that I love about the Lego games, as little nods to. Because then it did feel like it was doing its own thing. But I didn't like that they didn't, record funny lines kind of as an extra, that you had to go with the because they just used these recorded lines, that they were having to add stuff in visually as opposed to audio-wise. I didn't like that.
Yeah, to me, that kind of takes away from making it.
Because it feels like you're just telling it just feels like you're just telling the movie. It's like, well, go watch the movie then. What's the point of playing?
That's why I haven't watched the Lego movie, because in the game, I basically played the whole bloody thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So there was no point in me going and... Oh, what's this going so slow? There's no point in me going and basically buying the movie and watching it because I've already technically seen it.
Exactly, yeah.
Or the best bits of it, at least.
Yeah. I don't like that. What is your thought generally on like franchise game spin-offs? Of movies and movies primarily. Because
well, I think Lego ones work. I think they work in a lot of cases, but I feel like a lot of games don't work because they haven't got that same feel to them that, let's say, a movie does.
Yeah.
I mean, oh, maybe not. Oh, yeah, there it is, yeah. Oh, I'll show you that in a minute. But, I mean, I don't like it. I mean, like, a good example is Spider-Man. Spider-Man should be an epic game.
Yeah.
But it never has been because it's always been based on the movies and it's ended up turning into shit.
Because they try and stay too much within the story narrative of the movie. And especially if you've seen the movie, it's very predictable, isn't it?
They need to change it up for home release because that way you've actually got a new story which ain't going to be boring.
Yeah, exactly.
So I can show you.
I agree with you with Lego doing it well, but I just don't like the lazy dubbing over of the movie because then it just feels like they're restricted so much more.
Thanks,
Bud. I love you.
Didn't chat.
Yeah, we're talking on chat. What's on right now?
Alright, and then talk to you.
Oh, got this bay. Got it, bay. Got it, bay.
Movie Magic and Gaming Gurus exclusive because Malcolm won't get off his ass to record a video.
This is true. Yes. You know, I got this on the last day. Look at this beautiful case. Oh, hold on. Let me show you this. Look at this. Look at that beautiful case.
Oh, nice.
This is a
Oh
review copy.
wow! I just noticed
See?
when you tilted it. Yeah.
That's a review
awesome.
copy from World Go USA.
Oh really? That's the review. Nice. No, it's not. You liar.
Hey, it's not. World Go USA on the back. See?
Can't see. It's all blurry.
Oh well.
Why
And
did you
then-
laugh then when you were like? I was like,
Because I was like, you're going to say what you normally say. Let's have a
don't
look.
be mean. What do you want me to say? Is it?
There we go. And these are my two
The ones you were waiting for.
pre-productions. See?
I had a review copy of
That's spelled wrong. That's spelled wrong. Rage of Honor.
what with what? With no you?
They're using the wrong place.
Oh really? Have they put it like after the N?
Hold on, let me have a look.
How have they spent it? HON. It's supposed to be OUR.
It's spelled as in HOUNUR.
Well, that's very wrong. How
That's
no? How?
But yeah, I bought it because I was like, I can put it in with my English one.
Yeah.
And I get it, but it's got the special features on which I really wanted to see. Let's have a look. So let me show you the.
I'm trying to say, but I don't mean to say the same thing all the time. It's just like,
No, but you'll say, "Oh, what the one you never review."
yeah,
That's what I meant. That's what I.
okay.
You don't say the same thing all the time. Why would you think that?
That's what you said. I knew what you were going to say.
Where the fuck is that? I have to. Can you
I
move
got,
my?
I got a review copy. What? Press review copy of, I don't know what happened to it, of the X-Files Resist or Serve, the PS2 game. And it came in this case, and it was weird because it had, like, it didn't have, like, the picture on the disc.
Yeah.
It had, like, all these, like, details and stuff, which I guess is, like, the stuff that went on the back of the case. And it had, like, the blue, it was like a silver disc, but it had, like, the blueprint, you know, PlayStation 2 across the bottom and that. And it was so weird to think then when I got the actual game and it had the picture on the disc, it was like, wow, that's amazing how different the press release versions are.
In England, normally you get them like this.
Yeah.
But over here, normally they have the stuff already on there for you to do reviews and that of. Right? And apparently people really want these, according to what the person said.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm like, why would anyone want this?
I only got the press release version of a Resist or Serve because it was way cheaper than the actual game was at the time.
Well, that's what I mean, you know, it's not something you'd rush out to
No, I
buy.
wouldn't rush out to buy it.
But I only bought it because it had the special features on
Yeah,
the
because
disc.
you wanted the stuff that wasn't on your other copy, weren't it?
Because on this 1 and 2, on the separate ones, they've got part 1 and part 2 of Shokus talking about his life.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Growing up and the movies he was in. And I thought, you know what, that in itself would be awesome to watch.
Yeah.
So they cost me about $6 each, which isn't too bad.
Oh, that's not too bad, yeah.
And let me show you the. I'm trying to get the box up. Why is it so hard to get? I have to show the English sites of it because otherwise it'll be too small on the American. But it's basically the same, you know?
Okay.
Let me show.
Don't forget to show that Lego fin, by the way.
It's.
Oh, is this the bot? Right.
You get the Lego fin in it, but it doesn't show it.
That's a nice box, though.
The English ones are still book.
Ah, that's quite cool. I like that. That's quite a nice design.
You know, and there he is. Look.
I will say it did look nice. It was nice graphically, but it's a Lego game. There's only so much you can do with. I get frustrated when you start seeing characters that you're like, that would never be a Lego character, you know, kind of thing.
Well, the problem I find with Lego characters is they do look too similar after a certain point.
Yeah.
You know, and I do think that it's weird, and I do think that's a bit. You know, like
Yeah.
one character in one game will look the same as another in another one.
Yeah.
And the only reason you can tell them apart in a lot of cases is because of the voices.
Because of the voices, yeah.
You know, so I get a bit annoyed by that.
Yeah. I hate when you sometimes don't know which ones are the good guys and the bad guys. You're like just hitting random people that, especially in like Force Awakens, you've got these people running around like this, doing like the Southern Team America, ducka, you know, kind of running around. And you're like, and then all of a sudden you're randomly getting shot at by the sky and somebody on the side, and you're like, wait, who am I supposed to be killing here?
Well, this is the thing. I end up just knocking over everybody.
Yeah, I know.
Sometimes I kill the second person who's me.
Really?
Because,
I've done that.
just,
I played Lego with Donna, and I've ended up accidentally hitting her because I've not noticed.
you know, when I played with Ashley, because we used to play them together
Yeah,
a bit.
you played. Yeah, because he helped you get the platinums, didn't they? I had to get you back. Come on.
I'm just glad you were the one that was on the screen then, because I was just like...
Yeah, that's the thing. If you don't make a noise, the camera doesn't click to you. So.
Well, you know, that's he helped
For a
towards
reenactment, he pretty much sat there going...
You see what your friend Donna's calling me. See, I'm normally finished by now, so she might have a gossip with me.
Yeah, she thought she'd check, yeah.
Don't call. It's too
That's why
early.
she disappeared early. She had to
Yes.
key in your number in it.
She did. She had to keep my number. But no, I would say he helped me towards it.
Yeah.
You know, but
I was like, I knew that would get you, and you would winding me up earlier about something about Ashley, so it's like, I gotta get you back.
well, it's not my fault, but you've almost had a relationship with the guys. The best part is on my end, I can press the button and it'll zoom in on you, even if you don't make noises.
You know what now? It'd just be like, how much can we piss each other off just by like talking about Ashley? You know, it's like,
The best part is you'll probably have watched this and all.
I know, right? Hi,
Hi. Well, I guess
when he clicks through and just randomly hears Ashley, he's like, oh, I'll check this out.
I think people do that, you know. I think people click through just to see if you say their name.
I think they just want to make it look like they've watched the chat. And just like,
Have you got any likes or dislikes?
what, on my videos?
No, on
the
this
chat?
video. On this chat.
I've not checked, to be honest, because it's been so quiet. I've not even bothered to look.
If it
to be
has
honest.
dislikes on it and it's been this quiet, that's going to be really disheartening.
I'll be. Well, you know, if people comment after the fact, we'll know who's definitely. I got annoyed. I got a dislike on my X-Files radio. I got 3 dislikes on the was it 3 or 2 on the Gaming with Donna video. I was like,
Oh, what? How could anyone dislike that?
we have 1 like,
Hey.
no comments, and nobody watching. So hello, empty
Hey.
space.
Hello, no one watching. It was nice of
You know
Donna
what,
popping,
actually-
though, wasn't it?
Considering how floofy my hair is at the moment, doesn't look that bad on the video. So.
It was pretty good. You look like you've been stylized in it.
No, it's been washed. But it is really thick at the moment and difficult to control. So I can't wait to get it cut before Comic Con. So
Oh, you looking? Oh, but you can't wait to go to Comic Con.
I'm looking forward to it.
Your favourite place in the whole world.
Well, it's the only one I'm doing this year. You know, it's the last one of the year. So I'm not doing any more this year. So
Seriously?
seriously.
Wow, I'm shocked by that.
Yeah, I know, right?
I knew it. Rage of Honor, you know it's spelled wrong.
Yeah.
It's not even supposed to be spelled that way anyway. It's supposed to be spelled with the Honor.
Yeah, it's like the American version because they don't spell it that way.
Because I looked on the English version, it's supposed to be spelled the same way as the American one.
Yeah.
I got it, no?
I love the notion that they're like, oh, there should be a U in honour. So let's put loads of U's in it. And then it's like, oh wait, the Americans don't have U's, so let's dump the U's.
So what they probably did is they probably took it off after the actual release.
That's like
this
my
is from
favourite.
Arrow.
That's as good as the Nintendo congratulations, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh dear.
You remember the games when they're those awful translated in text endings?
I remember when some of them had some of the worst endings possible. You know, the end. You'd beat it and you'd be like, oh, what's going to happen next? The end. Oh.
Yeah.
You survived, and the survive would be spelt wrong.
Yeah, and all the whole, like you say, it would be so badly translated. It was hilarious.
You survived. USUE vive. What? What?
Have you seen the gameplay for saying about Honor and that? Have you seen the gameplay of For Honor? You know the one we mentioned. Talked about.
I
in the
did.
past.
I have seen it. What did you think of it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, because it came to my attention last E3 or just before then, when James mentioned, was saying about it being our next.
James Johnson, yeah.
Yeah, because he plays loads of games.
Sorry, I always get those two confused. Sorry.
I know. I never know. Like, it's like, how do we introduce? It's like, I guess we should just call like Jimmy James Johnson and normal James.
Oh, I'm glad that you were PG. I'm glad that you were PG then.
Yeah. Nice, James. Actual friend to people, James.
Because he mentioned it then, because he mentioned it being a game that you and Donna and him could play together.
Well, yeah, because at the time we'd just done with Unity, hadn't we?
Okay.
So
what I want to say on this is, I think it's so nice that he said you, him, and Donna. Fuck Malcolm, the best game mate in the whole game.
I don't think you were on his friends list at the time.
I took that personally, you know. To this day, whenever I see
can't wait
him
for him watching the chat and going. I
I
love that he actually commented because he mentioned when we were playing Battlefront, he mentioned that he'd seen my Uncharted video and he was like, I thought it was really great. I was like, that's awesome. I like that.
It's awesome.
So,
it makes you check your stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he did comment on it anyway, just put amazing. But it was nice that he said, I don't think he watched all of it, but he watched a good chunk of it, he said.
The question is, why didn't he watch all of it?
I think he didn't want to watch past where he'd gotten up to in the game.
That's a good excuse.
At the time. So...
That's why I didn't watch very much of your X-Files video, because I hadn't watched much of it, so I didn't want to watch anything more than 20 seconds. Oh.
You know what? It was nice though, because I got a chance to say, my most hated video on YouTube at the moment is me bitching about the box set. So I was so ready to bitch about this, but actually, it's got its redeeming features. So
yeah, but hey, last time you bitched about X-Files, you got a lot of money.
I know. Yeah, still didn't make enough to get my pay in August, but.
So yeah, going back to For Honor.
Yeah. No, but it looks cool. Because I was a bit dubious when they were just like, I thought it was going to be like another Rise, which I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Rise, but it looked like it was going to be just another Viking.
I think it is, to be honest. I think it is in a lot of ways. I mean, you just run around killing things.
Yeah, but you get to play as different, players and fight ninjas.
Yeah, that's great and everything. But at the same time, it's going to get boring quickly.
You know what it kind of makes me think of, actually? This whole idea of having, your Vikings, your Spartans, your ninjas, or whatever it is, all fighting together and stuff. It just made me think of Ultimate Warrior. When you had the different...
Oh, you talk about the TV...
Deadliest Warrior, sorry. Where they showed the different, what a ninja beats, Superman or something, stupid ass.
See, I remember watching that and thinking, this is really good. I don't know, in season 2 and 3.
Right.
And it had Green Beret versus the Spetsnaz. And I was like, they're the same fucking thing.
It's like setting, US Army against
And they had the Halloween special, zombies versus vampires. And I was like, this show has definitely lost its way.
Oh yeah, I mean, for goodness sakes, like, what would a vampire get out of a zombie?
And what would a zombie get out of a vampire? I mean,
Oh, as well, what I never liked. I mean, I wasn't a fan of it because I watched like a good chunk of them because I was curious as well, and I was watching and I was like, they are two very different cultures with different abilities. You know, it's
Yeah.
like, I mean, I know it's like a spin on that old joke. You know, would Mighty Mouse beat Superman? But I just felt like it was so very like, was it Robin Hood versus you know, Daryl Dixon or something? It's like, oh, for goodness sakes! It's
well,
like
it's
one
like
has a high-powered crossbow and one has a wooden longbow.
it's like they had one where it was Ninja versus Spartan,
Yeah.
and I was like, well, the Ninja would kill the Spartan while he was asleep.
Yeah, exactly.
So why would
Like, what
it
does a
be?
Spartan have? A spear, you know?
And another thing that got me about that show was they had to use every weapon they would use. So out of nowhere, it would be in their hands. And that show was absolutely horrendous.
Well, that's the thing as well, because they only took into account was like the weaponry, and like you say, it's like, well, the ninja would use, you know, slow, speedy, like quiet kills, you know, during the night.
Yeah.
Whereas obviously a Spartan is very gun ho, face to face fighting, wasn't he? So
It was.
like, you wouldn't have that. A Spartan wouldn't go, oh, I'm going to try and kill a ninja at night, you know, while he's sleeping. Because, well, none do ninjas even sleep. It's just like they're very different.
Well, the whole point of a ninja is that you don't actually know who a ninja is.
No, exactly, yeah.
You know, they started off as being peasants that trained just to kill.
I didn't like it when they did fictional characters. And I was like, I'm sorry, we've gone from the ridiculous to the absolute, you know, insane. Because it's like, they're not real.
They had ones like Genghis Khan versus Hitler.
Yeah,
And I was like, this is ridiculous. Because they're not warriors. They're just like the IRA versus one of them was the IRA versus the Taliban.
I think it was one for like William Wallace versus, you know.
William Wallace versus Confucius.
Yeah.
And you're just like what?
Do you think it's just? Do you think? I mean, as a guy, do you think it's only geared at that kind of demographic? You know, like this kind of testosterone fueled, or? I mean, you don't like like you say, you reckon it got stupid. And apparently the game was really, really broken. Apparently it didn't work very well. But, I mean, what kind of demographic do you think are even remotely, like, is it just that whole
teenagers?
kind of... Yeah, I was going to say, do you think like teenagers that are like, you know...
Teenagers and old pensioners, probably.
People just passing the time.
Well, I'd have more fun going outside and smashing someone's face in on the curb than I would watching that show. You know what I mean? And I'd be like, oh, yeah. I did it with this rock. I did it with this hand. I did it with this head, you know? It was just stupid.
I think there was one. It was like Neanderthal versus, you know, some other, like, warrior. And I'm like, I'm sorry, we're talking about people that didn't have proper tools, you know, or something.
Exactly. It was not
it's
good.
like pitting, you know, a caveman against Bill Gates or something. It's like, you know.
It's stupid. Absolutely stupid.
But yeah, no, that's what that For Honor made me think of in a way. It was just like, is this supposed to be like that?
And you know, when I watched For Honor, because I watched PlayStation Access gameplay of it, I thought it looked like it could be fun, but it's one of those things that I can imagine you play on and off.
Yeah.
You can't spend hours upon hours a day playing it.
No, yeah. It's much like another... Is it me, or does it just come off as another very samey Ubisoft game kind of thing? Because you look at them and you're like, this is the same old pattern.
To me, Rise is a good comparison for it, because Rise had a lot of different ways to kill people, but at the same time, it was very samey.
Right, yeah.
I enjoyed the game, and I thought it was great, but it was the same. And to me, For Honor would be that way. I mean, it'd be a beautiful, fun game to play, but after a few days of playing it non-stop, you'd be like, yeah, it's getting old.
It's another division kind of thing. Yeah.
But feel like your friend James, you know, and Donna and you don't mind that repetitive Star Wars stuff. So I think
Don't be mean. Let's not be mean about other things.
well, I'm not being mean. I'm just stating the facts. You guys like that Star Wars. You like the Star Wars and doing it over and over again. You know, maybe if
Donna said though that because they've just had a new update for it, and she said Cloud City is beautiful. So.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh well, no,
I've not played it though.
I got rid of my game.
Pass, so.
Did you? Yeah, I got rid of my game like 2 months ago.
I thought you got that for me so that we would play it together.
I did, and then you started playing it with other people, so I thought, fuck it, I'll just leave her to it. It's true. I thought, oh well, if you're going to play it with them anyway, I don't need to have it. Ah. Seriously though, I thought you would enjoy it with them anyway, so I thought it don't matter.
I wanted to play it with you. I was putting off playing it as much as possible, but I kept getting like called upon. So
that's all right. I'm not bitter or angry over it or anything. I'm just saying. I thought it wasn't the type of game I was enjoying anyway.
Yeah.
So I thought, I'll get rid of it while it's worth some money, and luckily I did because it's worth like $10 now.
Oh really?
Yeah. So I kind of got rid of it at the time. Was like,
Yeah.
Plus, they got the second one coming out soon, haven't they?
Yeah.
I saw though. I saw James has got like 68% on the main game and like 40% on the DLC.
Yeah, he's been getting quite a lot of trophies on that. So
I was like, wow. I was like, I couldn't imagine playing that game as much as they do though. And that's not a dig. That's just,
yeah.
I couldn't imagine it. I mean, look at you. You can't play that much either, can you?
I only play it as like a social thing. I don't play it for any. We need to start Destiny at some point.
Yeah, we do, because we haven't played Destiny yet, have we?
No.
Well, I guess we should probably stop the chat in a minute.
Yeah.
Because I've got to do a couple of things with you after the chat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Involving Cam. In case people don't realise, me and Tash
messaging other people. Like,
in case people didn't know, me and Tash Cam a lot.
That sounds way pervious.
It does. We cam a lot. We're so addicted to it.
Even when we're gaming.
Yeah, when we get gaming, we go, hold on a minute, and we cam, and then we're all happy again. Oh, it's so hot here today, I'll tell you.
What can you say about Hitman, though?
All right, go on then.
Well, you can...
What am I going to say about it?
I don't know. We played it, didn't we? I mean, we did it like cooperatively in a way, even though it's a single player.
All right.
game.
Well, what we did was we share played and we talked about, and we kind of both tried to work ways out of doing things. Tash controlled the character, and I basically advised, and we basically went round. And Tash really wanted. Basically, what happened is this: Tash wanted to play the game. I said, you know what? I've got the game. Let's share play. Tash said, yeah, okay, well, let's do it. So I said, why don't you do a mission and we'll do it together through talking.
Yeah.
We enjoyed it so much, we ended up doing every single one.
We did all the other two, didn't we? There's like all three of them.
And so we ended up doing them. And now we're waiting for the next one to come out so we can do it again because that was quite a lot of fun.
Yeah. And
but
especially because two of those, we didn't even use the opportunities, did we? We just went round.
We just went round and did the things just naturally.
And some stuff worked out really well, didn't they? There were some times where I did something, didn't I? We were just both like, you jammy bitch, you know, or something
exactly.
like that.
Like, you got that bloke, that soldier came round and you killed him.
Yeah.
In that place. It was quite...
Oh, that bit where I got that when I changed clothes to get through that door and stuff as well. Or when you took over control because we were getting frustrated at that bit and then it clicked and I was like, throw a penny, you know, and you were like, oh yeah, that worked.
It's funny how you can just keep throwing pennies in it to get them to move from one place to another.
Yeah, you do have to keep
picking
up the pennies.
You know what messed that bit up? That bit, remember we got in there where that doctor was? If we'd have got that doctor, we could have just walked straight through.
Yeah.
That's what messed that up. The fact we didn't get that doctor straight away.
No, yeah, exactly.
But somebody put an axe to 2 soldiers' heads.
Oh, come on. That was epic. That was just like, it wasn't as smooth as I had intended, but once they spotted me, I was just like, hello, say hello to my little friend.
The problem with that game for me is there's too much of a lag between. If you killed somebody next to them, the other guy would shoot you. But they don't shoot you straight away. It's like a 5-second thing before they start shooting.
I find the line of sight's really inconsistent. Like, somebody who's miles away will spot. Oh, poisoning that doctor was so funny.
Oh.
Yeah, some people. Oh no, we should say about the chef that I would not leave alone. Or
You
the
mean
woman in the
what about
background.
with the woman? Oh, there's a crazy man. There's a crazy bald-headed man. How about this? We're searching for a man who's very, very bald.
Yeah. I was like, there is some trouble, or whatever it was. She had that really dodgy accent, didn't she?
There's a lot of trouble. There's a man. I love how you just kept going for that poor chef.
I was determined to get that key off him, and you're like, leave him alone. And I threw him out the window, and then I went round to move his body, and somebody spotted me moving the body. I'm like, hold off.
What about when you were getting the private eye costume, and basically someone spotted you strangling him? And you were like, fuck.
Oh,
Shit.
geez.
It's a great game, but I have to admit, I don't think
Yeah, sorry.
it's a great game, but I don't think it's a game people should pay full price for.
No. And it's very, as everybody has said, it's fun to do it the first time and maybe try it with a different approach, the second time. Or, like we did it, like we could try it without the opportunities and then maybe try it again with the opportunities or something. But or try each of the different opportunities or something. But beyond that, it's very lacking. There's not much to it, kind of thing.
Well, I don't really. I mean, I like the game because I enjoyed playing with you, but before that, I got bored shitless about it.
Yeah, because you didn't even do I think you did what, one of them or two of them, like kind of.
I did one on my own and worked a bit on the second one, but I'm gonna just play the rest of them with you when they come out. Yeah. Because to me that'd be more fun,
Yeah. What about when I went all the way out that building to get that crowbar, and then it turned out the fucking crowbar was on the top to.
Oh, it was just across from you.
Yeah.
That was funny. Now, what about when you kept trying to knock the latch so it kept falling on them and everybody kept spotting you?
Yes. It was fun, and I think it was fun playing it together. But I can't imagine it having much life. I think that's what I love about the outside Xbox videos, because when they're doing it, they've usually got the other ones were there with them, having a good laugh at them, their incompetence or something. Yeah. And I think that was the same like with us, where we could have a good laugh about certain situations, or when I kept dying, or when I was getting chased, and you're like, you got spotted. It's just.
Well, I think the best part about the funniest part about games like that is the fact of getting spotted.
Yeah.
I mean, that is some of the funniest stuff I think I've ever watched in my life. Where the person's like,
sat there peeing yourself laughing.
I was. The whole fact with, there's a man in there, he's killing the chef.
I couldn't breathe with that woman. We were just laughing, especially because you were laughing hard.
And then you pick up the chef's costume, and they run straight by you and see the dead chef and don't even think, that might be someone pretending to be the chef.
Yeah, nobody recognised that I was. Oh, when we poisoned that guy right in front of him, and he just carried on and sat down and drank.
Yeah, he was sitting there looking, and you just went,
la la la.
And he didn't even care.
Yeah, when he was somewhere else, the first time we tried it, somebody else spotted us, didn't they? And just randomly went, "Oi, what are you doing?" Well,
what are you doing over there? I like how you can. And what about when you suffocate the guy?
Yeah. I just like garroting everyone.
I tell you, they find the bodies very easily in that game, though.
Yeah, personally, I'm more perturbed by the amount of dumpsters everywhere.
Yeah, the amount of closets that you can just throw bodies in.
Oh, that guy, trying to get that guy at the bar, that was so. We kept waiting for that guy to walk past, didn't we? And we're waiting for him to stand at the. And we kept getting caught, didn't we? And we had to try it a different way in the end. But
We did. It was really annoying though, because that showstopper one is such an annoying thing. But saying that, I guess with the opportunities, you could just run through it.
yeah, and I think that's what a lot of people complain, that it makes it too easy. But you can turn it off, so
You don't even have to do it. We didn't do it, did we?
we didn't. No, we didn't do it until the third one.
So
Once we figured out how to do it, so.
which is really annoying because we could have just done it.
Yeah, I know. All those times we took like a whole night to do one of those missions.
It's bloody annoying, I tell you.
Could have just done it in 5 minutes. What about that guy by that flower van that I kept killing, and I threw him off the edge, and somebody kept discovering the body, so then I just pulled it onto the
Where the
fucking
hell did
van.
they discover the body when no one's down there? That's what I want.
Yeah, I know. Randomly down on the beach.
Oh.
And then I would have killed the actual guy that was injured down on the floor. I still say smothering the guy on the couch was the best bit.
What about the woman where you just strangled her and threw her in the dumpster? I mean, her bodyguards were pretty shit, weren't they?
Brilliant. Yeah, they were awful. But that's why I don't like the inconsistency, because sometimes it seems like they're really on the ball and can spot you a mile away, and then they can be stood right next to you and not notice that you're killing their, who they're supposed to be protecting.
Exactly. It's one of those. I think it's a good game. I just think that it's got a lot of episodic crap about it.
Yeah. But that just
Yeah.
made me think. Yesterday, playing the Division. So we're in this team. The other people are being shot at. This guy, bad guy, come and actually stood right in front of me, like right next to me. You couldn't miss me. He actually stood there and started shooting everybody else. So I just shot him from behind, and he didn't. I
Oh, dear.
was like, wow, I thought my eyesight's bad. Seriously. But anyway.
It's the Division's shit like that though, because I've seen them walk around and go around you, go in between you, just go running somewhere else. And
Yeah, the joys of AI. That's what I don't like sometimes in these games.
well, the thing is, you can hack the AI in games, and that's what they're doing, aren't they? Because they're sick and tired of it.
Oh, really? Yeah.
If I was a hacker, I'd fucking hack the fucking Division and fucking make it where there was loads of name deletes for me just to shoot.
Yeah, but I mean, back in the day, we used to use cheat codes and stuff, and I don't really do cheat codes anymore, do they? So
I mean, they do, but it's very rare.
yeah,
I mean, now with the help of YouTube and people playing games, you don't really need
you
them.
don't really need them, no, exactly. Unless you're against warlords.
Exactly. I don't know how we got to be there, because if I look that up, nobody ever knows how.
No, I know. That's the one thing that woman who was saying about doing YouTube. She said, "Oh, whenever you look up videos, everybody's always doing it on easy." I said, "Yes, exactly."
Yeah, and people always think, oh, it makes them look like this great gamer, but then doing nothing.
She couldn't believe when she saw my Uncharted 4. She couldn't believe I'd played it on the hardest. I was like, "Yeah,
This is you. This is you. I can't believe you play on the hardest. Yeah, I'm playing the hardest because I'm a hardcore
that's
woman.
how I rolled." Yeah.
And you're like, what do you play on? You play on easy or do you play on light? Yeah, you play on light because you're nothing as good as me, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you're shit and I'm the shit.
Is that what you say to people? Is that what you say to Donna when she asks what difficulty you're playing? And you're like, well, you play on light, but I'm on Death Survivor.
Then normally I go, if I say it, she goes, then you're going to be on light soon or you're not going to get anything from me. And I'm like,
Yeah, exactly.
like, shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, we better start.
Anyway, we should go, yeah.
Well, I've had a great chat today.
Me
How
too.
did you feel about it?
I thought it was a good chat. It was sad nobody turned up, but we had a good chat.
We had a massive turnout. We had Donna turn up. So we had a big
Not
turnout
saying
there.
anything about Donna, but massive personality.
So that was nice. And we got and some other people might turn up afterwards.
Yes.
We didn't even get James to turn up today.
I know, right?
or Ashley, or John,
Ghostbusters
or
trailer
anybody.
out to watch.
Probably. What was I going to say? I'll tell you after the chat.
Yeah.
So I will say first, you can end us, all right?
I think we could just say goodbye together, to be honest. It's not like...
All right, then. Let's do it that way, then. Thanks, Donna, for joining the chat and watching live. Thanks for your support, as always. And thanks to everybody who watches Artifact. If you haven't already, please subscribe to Tash down below. And please subscribe to me.
Yes, definitely subscribe to Malcolm. He does awesome stuff, and he won't do more until you comment. So give him lots of likes.
Yes. It helps if you're a hot woman, too.
I was going to say likewise to me, and then you added that bit. So I'm like, and it helps if you're a hot guy.
So, as always, guys, thanks for watching. Take care and have a lovely week. And we'll see you again next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.